then that means that we can create a speed. Now,
hello,
I remember
good morning,
2 years ago.
Sunday morning here in New Zealand.
2 years ago, when we showed the ULTRON Foundation
Nova
on the global
I'm
market,
not sure. There's about
we
70
have
or 80
realized
people in
that
this
we need
Zoom
to show the
meeting,
technology
and we're going to go in there and
in
call some
order
havocs. I've
to
also notified the
differentiate
Avengers,
the
and we're going to
ULTRON's
see if we
technology
cause
based on all the
some
scams that they were on the
disruption.
market.
So this is a Ponzi scheme or a
And it takes
scam
about
in the making.
3 to
and
6
this is a
months
live
in
Zoom
order
meeting,
to
and we're
show
just going to
everyone
question it.
that
So I'll
ULTRON
turn the
Foundation
sound
has
back
got
up.
the real
I don't know how long
blockchain,
we're going to be
that the
here,
real
but let's see if we can
transactions
have
are
some fun.
happening, that there is the minting process. And when the ULTRON swap came at that time, people realize that it's a really big deal. Now, when we show the later on the LYOPAY day, we realize that when the LYOPAY day as such need the time to develop.
So
it was the same with the FleetNIC.
for a while.
It
The
was
sound
the
might
same
be ideal,
with the FinUp.
but we will.
Now, in the past 60 days,
close down some
we
additional
realize
things
that
that
we need the product that
this
it is
live.
for the networkers. Now, what do I mean by that? It's simple, it's duplicatable, and even if the networker pass the information to the normal client, this normal client can duplicate this information to each and every one around him. Now, we had more than 35 different kind of proposals in order to show the other opportunity. And we want to keep this information until Barcelona, but we couldn't. Why? Because the demand of the network, or the demand of
you want to join me,
the network marketing field was so strong that we need to launch it before.
In the chat room.
Now, today, I will show you something that is simple, that is duplicatable, and something that is beneficial for us as the MaVie holders, that we are here for the long term, and for every client who will come inside of the network. Now, after this call, we will definitely have a short Q&A session, but once again, here I see 78 people on this call, and I'm sure that 78 people on this call, it is the expert in the sales. I'm not the expert in trading. I'm not the expert in developing. I'm not the expert in marketing. What I can speak something that is complex on the most simple way. And I believe if we can duplicate this all around the globe, we can definitely have a huge success. Now, the information that I will share with you here today, shocked. It was completely shocked. And I strongly believe that in the next 48 hours, with the new product, we will have a completely new global. So again, in 35 minutes, I will show you the product that's simple, and it will bring MaVie Global to 1 million members. Now, are you ready? First of all, are you ready to find in past was to bring them up? The leading cryptocurrencies on the market. Now, when we are speaking about ULTRON Foundation as a blockchain company, I'm sure that Brenda will, it is still a very, very young project. Now, every blockchain company needs to have the access to the blockchain.
Put my camera on.
Now, the access to the blockchain, it can happen on several ways. It can happen with the developer incentive program, or it can happen with Launchpad. Now, what is a Launchpad? Let's Launchpad world in our lives as a completely new ball. Now, let's say that Brenda, she is from Toronto. Now, Toronto is a huge city with 20 or 10 million people at least, and let's imagine that the Launchpad it will attract with amazing stores. First, we need to have, like every normal shopping mall, we need to have a McDonald's. Then we need to have the KFC. So we have the McDonald's and the KFC. Now, when we are speaking about the ladies, Gucci bag, the Louis Vuitton, and other shops. So this is owning the shopping mall, how we can make money. Now, as the owners, we are having the money from the rents. That means more shops we have, more rents they are paid. So we are looking for the places we are and more shops we have. That means that more stores inside of the shopping mall. So shopping mall, ladies and gentlemen, it's as a launchpad inside of the crypto space. And when we are speaking about ULTRON Foundation, launchpad is the easiest access how you can deploy 10, 100 projects on top of one blockchain. So today's topic from the ULTRON Foundation. So what is the big whale, ladies and gentlemen? Big whale is the fastest growing launchpad that is gonna be out by ULTRON Foundation. But let's go step by step. The major problem that most of the people out there is having it is that no one had an option to participate at the beginning of the launch of Samsung, Apple, Google Play, Amazon, or any other technology projects. Now, because everyone is today moving to the crypto space, there has never been a better opportunity as we are having it right now. Now, Solana right now is successful because they are launching a lot of projects because of the meme coins. Ethereum years ago, they were very, very focused on the DeFi. Now, ULTRON Foundation will offer the launchpad. The name is the Big Whale. Of projects can enter into the crypto space on the most simple way, and everyone inside of MaVie Global community can become the co-owner of the IP rights of all the projects that they want to enter into the crypto space.
Removed.
Now, what do I mean by that? If you check the Bloomberg,
Look at the chat room.
if you check the biggest news out there,
Hello, I had to remove them.
tens of trillions of dollars are coming into the crypto space. I'm speaking about currencies, real estates, bonds, stocks, silvers, and all the things that they're coming into the crypto space. Everyone wants to be a part of it. And if you want to be a part of it, you need to have a launchpad. Now, ULTRON Foundation will have the platform that everyone who's from the technical aspect can launch their projects on top of the ULTRON's blockchain. That means if you have a great idea, that means if you have outstanding idea, you can share it, and if it is unique, you will get money, you will get the development, and if everything is gonna be successful, your projects can be deployed on top of ULTRON's blockchain. Now, Launchpad, ladies and gentlemen, is the easiest access into the blockchain and into the crypto space. Now, there is a lot of launchpads right now, approximately right now, 20. The biggest launchpad on the market is from the Binance Smart Chain. Why the BNB today is so high? Because if you want to be participant on all the projects that they are coming on top of the Binance Smart Chain, you need to have staked the BNBs in order to be the early adopter of all the future projects.
Can we interrupt you for a second? I believe somebody is streaming us on YouTube or somewhere. So we have somebody infiltrated. So somebody must have shared our Zoom link.
Yeah.
So we will have to stop. I guess the call unless you feel comfortable continuing.
Okay, who's the guy?
Well, we kicked them out, but I don't know if other names in here.
No, he's still in here. He needs to get out right now.
Yeah. So I think we should just stop the call. Okay. And sorry, guys, this is what happens when you throw these out there to other public places, you know. So this is what happens.
They'll think
yeah. So
Brenda, okay, let's go like this. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know this information. Can we go like this? I will give my other option to Brenda, maybe for today later on.
Yeah, we'll get
And,
another link.
Brenda, I call you in a matter of
And
60
if anyone
seconds.
has that,
Muchas gracias por todo, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for today's. And you will get the information on the chats in a matter of minutes. Brenda, I call in a matter of 60 seconds.
Alrighty,
Okay.
sounds good. Thank you, everybody. I apologize for that, but this is what happens when you
That's
guys
what happens
post
when you're
these
running
things
a
publicly
scam.
when it was supposed to be just for us. So, all right, thank you, Domen.
Thank you so much.
All right, yeah, bye.
Let's see how long they kept me up for. Gallery view. These are all the people. Meeting be ended by a host. Well, that was exciting. So, who exactly are these people? And they will be. I'll just see if I can find out. Their Zoom meeting is actually called. I'll see if I can actually give you a name. Won't be a second. So, obviously, the same pattern every time. I'll just fix up my camera because I'm looking like a space cowboy. There we go. And there we go. So they just have the same rubbish every time. I'll just see if I can figure out. It's called Green Diamonds is inviting you to a scheduled Zoom meeting. The topic, diamonds in the making. Diamonds in the making time. This is a recurring meeting. They've given me the link and the password was diamonds. And you want to change your password as well. And I'm just going to see if the Zoom link is the same. I don't want to lose this window that I've got open at the moment. And it's international numbers. Oh, right. Okay, that's cool. So let's see if we can find this company. First of all, I will find a little bit of information about this company and why we're calling it a scam. Now, why would a scam company not want their meeting broadcasted for a start? And diamonds in the making. So that's what it's called. It's crazy. Diamonds in the making. So what we've done is I'm going to show you some stuff that I do when I find meetings like this. Now, I think this is the guy that actually has, from memory, I think this is something to do with a good friend of ours, Julie Anderson. And I'm pretty sure it's the same company. So let's just do a bit of investigation. This may not be the most exciting thing in the world to do right now, but I'll show you how I investigate who these people are. So first of all, I'm going to do, I put a screen on the screen. There we go. And I'm going to present my screen so you can see what I'm doing. And let's see if we can find, excuse me, out more about the people that this was. All right. So the first thing I want to do is get a bit of a clue to who these people were. So I'm just going to go to my YouTube channel links and I'm going to find Julie Anderson. And Julie Anderson is another YouTuber like me. And she's been going after this crowd, and I'm pretty sure it's the same crowd all the time. So let's just go to her lives. And in here somewhere, we will find the name of the company. I think it is. And I think it's Nave or something like that. Nope. Where are you, Julie? I know you've got a video here. I've seen them recently. Nemo Life. And I think it's all associated with that. Right. Now, we have got a whole list of people who are involved in this. And we can literally tidy up. Let's tidy up this list first. So what I normally do is I use technology. I go to ChatGPT. And I tell it, please tidy up my list and remove any duplicates. And then I tell it to, right, and I chuck in the whole list. And what we finish up with is a nice tidy list of people that were in that Zoom meeting. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually search for anyone that was a ringleader and see if I can find them on behind MLM. And that's as easy as it goes. So first things first is do that. And I'm just going to get rid of some windows. Now on my database here, you can see that I have scams. And I think I might already have this one in here, but I'll just have a quick look to see if I can find MaVie. No, so I know it starts with M, and I can't see it for looking. I thought I had this one already listed. I don't want to start up two. And I did have a clue in the background, which I'm going to go back and find. Smart Steps. This is it here. I think this is it here. Yeah, so this is the scam here. MaVie Gold. Brilliant. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the list that we've got. And these guys that were in that meeting will be actually watching me right now, probably going, oh, God, we don't want this guy starting to cause all the grief. Well, stop promoting this shit. So that's Zoom, Zoom meeting. Does get my adrenaline going. Meeting members. And it is the 18th of August 2024. So all those people we just got here, we'll leave them there. And also, we will go back to my other list I have that you guys don't know about and just put them in here so I can, if you can do a job once, excuse me for coughing. Okay, so now I've got a list of them. Okay, so I'm all organized. Now, let's see if we can find out about this company. I've got a cough that won't go away. All right. So this seems to be the opportunity that was being pelted before we obviously got kicked. And if I had a mind about me, I probably would have let them go on and on and on. But to be honest, guys, I'm kind of sick of listening to these Zoom meetings and listening to all the promises that these guys claim that they're going to have. So this is a known scam. And in here, they've got Web3 projects. They've got a very flashy website from zero to the biggest Web3 community in 18 months. And, you know, big numbers, people waving things around of excitement, verified projects. Why would you need to say the verified projects? Because you're associating with scams. You have to prove that you're not a scam every time. Oh, my God, a credit card. Who hasn't got a credit card these days? Less than 12 months, MaVie Global has attached over 250,000 people to 120 countries. Oh, my God, everyone wants to be part of it. Now, all these testimonials, and of course, you can look up all these names of these testimonials and go and find the real people, can't you? This will be the normal telltale bullshit sign. Okay, and that logo was in the back. So let's just go back to my video that I had originally, and let's go to what we saw in my video. And there it is. So now we go back to where we were before we got. Now we want to find out who this guy goes by. DV, his name is. And you can see their logo in the background. And also, if you look in the top corner here, you can see Flip Chip. And as far as I'm concerned, I think I saw that logo in here somewhere as well. Or maybe it was in my notes. I did see that logo in here somewhere. Is it Flip Me? Is that what he had up? Flip Up. Oh, yeah, all the flip stuff. So that's crazy. So if you go Flip Up and you go back to my video, you got Flip. Is it up? Maybe it is. AI trading. Oh my God, another AI trading one. This is great. I'm just going to check the Avengers to see if they're awake because that's a bit of a laugh. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have a wee refresh. And we will see Now, if you are one of them and you don't like this company and you are suspicious whether, and you want to do the right thing, you can actually reach out to me, Vavo. That's it. Brilliant. You can reach out to me right now on WhatsApp and give me the new link to their new meeting that they will be launching in a few minutes. So there's my WhatsApp phone number. And MaVie, is it? Oh, good to see you here, Crypto G. If you wanted to pop in, you're more than welcome. I'm just doing a bit of real-time investigation with this company. Just another one. All the promises. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And you go to their website, and they've got millions of people joined, and they've got credit cards left, right, and center. I'm still dying. I don't want this video to go on for ages. However, we do have a bit of information about them, don't we? Let's see what we can find here. This Union Foundation, I've been researching that for a while. But anyway, the best thing to do is just to go to the easy one, and that's behind MLM. And this was June the 8th, 2024. MaVie Global, ULTRON Securities Fraud Order from UC. Oh my God. So these are, so they've got fraud warnings happening already. Isn't that just crazy? So the company that was running this Zoom, whose business is normal, has, we have now seen, seen that they have, let's have a look and see what this, just diamonds in the making. That's amazing. I'm just going to see if I can actually get another link going. So this is diamonds in the making. Diamonds in the making. And they'll have to, diamonds in the making. So I'll put that near the top so we know that they're active. And we'll go and open up another Zoom meeting. And we will go. Join with the browser. I've got this new thing that I do, which is very, very naughty. But if you want to really confuse the F out of them, when you're going into their meetings, is you use the host name and you put in brackets host. When you first look at of the meeting, and sometimes it just gives you access. The other day I got access as a co-host, and it was friggin' hilarious. And we'll wait for that meeting to go live again. No doubt they will find out that getting a new Zoom meeting link is very, very hard. But anyway, so let's have a look. So as we found out through this meeting, we managed to get all the names of all the people that were in the Zoom meeting, and we will put that in there. We'll go back to this one here. That's their website. So what's this here? Is this in a different language? It is maybe administrative. This looks like a government document going after. Is this in Spanish or French or something? I'm no good at figuring out languages, but that's an official government document. And what we have here, if you are invested in this company, is this company here. And we'll just read it because I'm no good at reading.
MaVie Global, ULTRON and several promoters have received a cease and desist order from Quebec's Autorite des Marches Financiers, AMF.
Oh, so that's our equivalent to our AMF. FMA, we call ours. Marvel Labs, ULTRON Technologies, FlipMe, Lotto Play, all these names are all what were just in that meeting. So how can these guys carry on as normal? Do they think that they're Hicks, do they? And they're Richard Hart?
MaVie Global and ULTRON are run by Michal Prazenica, a Slovakian national who fled to Dubai. MaVie Lab Limited is the British Virgin Islands shell company behind the MaVie Global Ponzi scheme. ULTRON Technologies Incorporated is the Dubai shell company behind ULTRON, the technology platform through which MaVie runs Ponzi. FlipMe is the third Global Ponzi spin-off. Lotto Day is the first MaVie Global Ponzi spin-off. Nick Lemay, Stephanie Plant, Adelaide Mercier, Quebec residents.
Well, that's some, can't mince those words. So if I go back to here, the guy's initials was actually DV. DV. No, he's not here. DV we're looking for. Validus. Oh my God. This guy was from the and fraudulent LM assistance schemes. Oh, so they've all been involved in Validus. Well, that says it all, doesn't it? Validus, we even had a warning here in New Zealand about Validus. Before it joined Marvel, so let's just read this before we make a hash of it. We can always rely on.
Before they joined MaVie Global and ULTRON, LYOPAY, Plant and Mercier were promoting the B Pyramid scheme, aka Melius, and Validus Ponzi scheme. LYOPAY also promoted Sapphire, another MLM Ponzi scheme that collapsed in 2023.
Well, the name says it all. B continues, fraud customers and various trading names. Validus collapsed in April 2023. It did, I think. I actually think it got shut down. Got shut down in Australia, I think. Rings a bell. Who's this lady? Ruby Hotels. Natalie. Have we got a Natalie in here? Natalie. I was just looking at the names that are in the Zoom meeting today. Natalie. I'm just going to do a quick search. How do we spell Natalie? Nathal. No Natalie in our database. Have I spelled that wrong? No. 2. Hold it. It might be. No. Oh, well, there you go. There's some new names for me to get teeth on. ULTRON, LYOPAY. Let's go for the whole hog, eh?
Following an internal investigation into suspected fraud, AMF, the authority, filed for an emergency hearing with the Administrative Tribunal for Financial Markets, the tribunal, on May 15th. The authority maintains that the respondents have committed and will continue to commit numerous serious breaches of Sections 11 and 148 of the Securities Act as well as Regulation 31-103 respecting registration requirements and exemptions and continuing obligations of registered persons by carrying out activities as a securities broker and advisor, without holding registration with the authority and by making placements with the public of forms of investment provided for in Section 1 of the Act on Securities. In this case, investment contracts linked to 3 cases in the field of cryptocurrencies, all without holding a prospectus subject to approval by the authority or without benefiting from an appropriate exemption. The authority states that its investigation into this matter is continuing, but that it is important that the illicit solicitation and placement activities of the respondents, which target a particularly vulnerable investing public, immediately cease.
So I'm going to contact the people who wrote that warning and show them that they're still proactively promoting it. And that's why they wouldn't want it broadcasted.
In their emergency ex-party filing, the AMF noted that LYOPAY, Plant and Mercier were gearing up to host a large-scale promotional activity in Quebec currently planned for June 9th, 2024.
Oh, that sounds good. June. Okay, I'll just get these read. Better than me reading them.
The authority emphasizes that the money, already transferred to the respondents by the investing public in the form of cryptocurrency as well as that which is likely to be further paid to them following the aforementioned promotion and solicitation activities, is routed through websites belonging to respondents who are legal entities incorporated in foreign jurisdictions that can be qualified as tax havens. This situation is likely to considerably complicate any possible attempt by the regulator to recover and potentially redistribute to injured investors the money that the respondents may have managed to extract from them as part of their illicit activities.
So what that basically means, when you put money into this project, they can't claw it back, which is absolutely shocking. Oh, here we go. I wish I had an intro noise, but I don't have that. But we do have Crypto G on the stage. How you going, mate?
Yeah, all good, Admiral.
Yeah, how am I doing with this one?
Yeah. I can't believe it's still going. It's been around for a while. Old ULTRON.
Well, the fact that they ushered themselves off the stage once they knew they were streaming, I could have left it going, but I don't think I needed to, because I think that once we see them on these Zoom meetings, it's just the same shit, different day. It's not like the, you know,
What are
it's
they
just
up
like,
to?
how much of this shit do we need to listen to start to cause doubt and uncertainty to people that are still trying to figure out whether it's a scam or not?
Yeah. Yeah. What are they up to at the moment then?
Well, it seems like they're trying to relaunch stuff and everything's going to happen in the future. But trust us, bro. Give us your money, I think. I didn't really listen. When I'm doing this, sometimes it's quite hard to listen to what they're going on about because my heart's beating away. But I did manage to spam their chat box telling them that this is a scam and you have been streamed live on the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avengers channel. And here's the link. And so that they kicked me out the first time. And then they locked the meeting straight away, which is a telltale sign that they are used to people infiltrating their meetings.
Word's
then
gone round. Word's
I know,
gone
and
round.
then I
is
had
it?
another link
That's
open.
Daddy.
Yeah, that's Danny. Oh, I've got that one. Oh no, I haven't. That's the wrong one.
Oh,
No, that's
for a while.
yeah, here we go.
That's Danny.
Got that button. But then I obviously had another Zoom meeting open, so I rinsed and repeat like they do and started spamming their inbox again. Oh no, I didn't. I kept that one open just in case. But when they stopped and gave the announcement that stop the meeting, we've been broadcasted on the internet, and they cleaned up all the chat window, then I went in there and I hammered it again. So that they when they kicked me out the second time, they might have thought they actually can carry on because they got rid of me, knowing they had locked the meeting. That was my strategy. But then they quickly fast talked their way out of it and shut down the meeting, and they're going to distribute a new link. So if you are listening to this and you know that you're in one of their chat rooms and you don't like them, and maybe you're doing your own investigation, please do reach out to me in the chat room right now or on deheck.com. Find my email address. And we do have a public Avenger room area where anyone can join it on request only, and we do allow people, or we thrive on the idea of people informing us of these meetings that are going on. That's about it, really. Yeah.
Am I mistaken? It was Ultron. Was that something to do with KP at some point? I might be wrong with that. Patel.
Oh no, that's MaVie Global, which they were part of. Now MaVie Global, there's some big stuff happening there at the moment, because I've got the guy that claimed he used to own the company has decided he wants his videos removed to clean up his good Christian name, and he's been telling me he's innocent because he sold the company to somebody else. And I go, are you shitting me? And he goes, no, I was a paid employee, and now he's a victim. And he was touted as the owner of MaVie Global. Well, LYOPAY. So to prove his innocence, he's given me all the documents.
What was that? LYOPAY.
Is it called LYOPAY?
No. I mean, it could be, but it's just it's crazy that like Fido Pay and Hyperpay and Lido Pay.
Mate, it just goes on. What's it called? I have to find it now. You've got me going. But it's.
Hey, I'm going to send you the chart through for Ultron. Actually, that's worth looking at.
Because Ultron's been going for a while, ain't?
Yeah, I'm not. I remember looking into this briefly months ago, and there was some confusion about the token. I wasn't sure how directly it was connected to the token.
Got some organizations which are independent scam buster organizations. So literally, if you've actually lost, hundreds of $1,000s to these scams, I literally have a real genuine company that has 30 staff that are willing to fight these scammers for you, and they have actually got police clearance and everything. So do reach out to me if you want help fighting these scammers. But unfortunately, if you've lost something like $15,000 or $20,000, you kind of lost that, and you're not going to get that back. But if you've lost some big money, these guys do charge to prosecute the people, but they need people to complain first. And it's all ran out of Australia, and that's all I'm going to tell you. But there's currently a couple that I've been on the tail with who are in big shit. And that's because they have been promoting Hyperverse and also MaVie Global. So even though they're a couple of years old, action's actually happening now. And yeah, so it's quite exciting times. So here we go here. So you got LYO wallet, and then you've got LYO
yeah.
trade.
Yeah.
So they also have, which
Lyo
hopefully I
Bank.
can spell, LYOPay. I think
Yeah.
this will be it. And the guy that theoretically owned this company ends operations. Oh my God. So there you go. There's the best thing since sliced breads. And there's their notice on their website saying that they're, so no wonder. But there's this
Now
guy
closed.
basically, closed the doors on us. So the guy that theoretically owned that company, I'm going to show you because I'm going to if I can find them again, because today is D-Day for him, and if he doesn't want to do an interview, well, there he goes. I'll just ask him. I'm going to ask him questions. Let's see if he does. Gratitude. Where is it? I'll just ask him. I'll send him a message on a voice.
You're not going to call him a bitch,
G'day,
are
mate.
you?
How are you doing? Jesus, got your voice on it there. Let's get rid of that. Hold it 1 second, please call it. Just deleting that. Jesus. All right, delete for everybody. All right, I'm just going to ask him in a nice polite voice here.
All right, give me a warning.
Here we go. 3. Hey, no, not here now, but I'm going to ask him if he wants to do an interview, and then I'll set one up independently.
No, give me a warning that you're going to give me a warning that you're going to leave the message.
3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Okay, Mrs. Cohen, 3, 2, 1. Oh, fuck. What did I go 3, 2, 1 for? God, some people. Anyway, here we go again. All right, you ready now? Can I do my message?
Come on.
All right, shh. G'day, it's Danny here. How you going, mate? Hey, I'm available all day today for the next 12 hours. And if you would like to tell your story, it would be absolutely awesome. And that would help, it would actually help a lot of people who need a bit of closure on how this company was structured. So if you are available today, here's your opportunity and let's do this. All right. So I'm going to give you guys who are listening a bit of a sneak preview of what might be happening soon. But if you go into MaVie Global, you can see here that we have a list of people that have actively been promoting MaVie Global. And Kalpesh Patel, yeah, he's way at the top of the list. But the guy that wants to clear his good name is actually, it's not that one. I must tidy up that one. I'm just going to go to Kalpesh Patel. Hopefully I've got that one right. I have. Have I got associates? I have. Just going to clean up some shit here, guys.
Yeah, I keep getting that denial thing.
Well, it's because I changed the link, and you need to understand how the program works. So if I go back to this guy here, this list here, it is actually, this is an old list. So I spent hours updating my list. So here's the new list. And the new list, all the links go through. So now I need to find the guy I was just talking about, which I don't think is going to be on the list, unfortunately. No, he's not. Okay, let's start this again. We'll go back to here. And it's a bit slow because I literally have 50 tabs open. I'm hoping that Diamonds in the Making is going to start up again. That would be such a crack up. Right, and now we're going to go to here. Oh, I've just done that wrong again. I shouldn't have this. Doing things live is never any good. Alrighty, let's look for Kalpesh Patel. He'll be an easy target. Oh, no, it won't. I'll go to that one there. All right, so this is the guy who reckons that he is innocent. And he's not innocent. I'm just going to go into Kalpesh Patel. I'm doing a bit of my homework right here.
Have you asked his mother?
I haven't asked his mother, no. I might do that. So if I put him down here. So anyway, as I was saying before, I was really interrupted by myself. This here is a list of all the people that I have seen actively promoting MaVie Global, and they're all associated together. And they're in Australia and New Zealand, a lot of them, which is really, really cool. But this guy here claiming that he is innocent. So all our conversations are here that we've had. But the most exciting part for the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger is here is all the documents of all the people that are associated in leadership with MaVie Global. And I don't even understand this document, but I were asked to sign an NDA before I received this information, and I didn't. But because he wants to clean up his innocence, he provided me these documents anyway. And we're talking about passports of the owners of MaVie Global. I'm not going to show you the passports because the numbers haven't been, but I prove that I have these documents. And here's a 12-page signed document where I can't even pronounce his name. He actually claims he was a paid employee. But if you look at things like this video here, this is him. Oh shit, where's that sound coming from? So this is him walking around the offices touting that he is the owner of LYOPAY, which we've actually just seen has now been closed down. But this was the cornerstone and the backbone of what launched MaVie Global because of the infrastructure that this company had and this guy had. But now he comes out and tells me he can prove that he was earning $36,000 a year. I think it's $36,000 a year as a paid employee for the company. And now he's realized what the company's doing and done and who they're associated to. He wants me to remove the videos because when you search for his name, he's mud. And he said he's just like a normal guy. But this guy was, this is all in Spanish, by the way. But yeah, I just think that was quite interesting. Now, this video had also been removed off the internet, but Danny now knew how to find it because I've got, but if you look at this stuff like this, you've got our friend here. He's even meant to be on the covers of Forbes magazine. But this is all, if it's ever going to load, take a long time loading.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, come on, somebody quick. Give me a knife. Oops, sorry, razor blade. See? So there he is, he's a pretty slick guy.
Boom.
But because of his involvement, a lot of people actually invested. Be quite sad. And I think I did see, like they've obviously been in global. But at the moment, we're chasing. I'm chasing one couple that was involved. A lady's mother died. She inherited $450,000 into hyperverse, lost a whole lot. And this couple have decided, go, oh well, the sad things happen. Let's help get you involved in MaVie Global, and let's see if we can get your money back. And that's what this couple did. And they cleaned her out for some more money. And the lady mortified. Got a guy who, but he actually got law, and he actually managed, so he says, to put a caveat over the people that were, and now they have to provide that they weren't doing something. I don't know the whole background of it. This is an Australian couple, and actually, before I bring up that screen, I'm not going to.
I don't know whether it's you or me, Danny.
What was that?
I don't know whether it's you or me, but your vocals is getting a bit glitchy at times.
Yeah, it's because I've got 50 tabs open, and that also probably means, yeah. But if you've got any information about Bernie and Amy Parcell, please provide it to me. But this couple is an Australian couple, and they're awful people. And I did actually have a smash a phone call with her just we will off because I'm that client. Let's see. Tell you the caliber of the person that we're dealing with. Let's see if that works. Is it going to play? Maybe it's not going to play. It doesn't need to play. Maybe it's a bit carried away. Anyway, let's stay focused on what we're doing. We'll start playing. But my point is, these big, what are they called? Oh, here we go. I did. Yeah, I think it's at the start here.
Don't do anything crazy.
No, I already have. I remember
Have
2.5 years ago, they actually had a Zoom meeting, and I thought I was actually I hadn't got dressed for the morning, and I'm watching it, and how can I stop this Zoom meeting? So I didn't do a full frontal or anything, but it was pretty much a full frontal. And then so people go, "Oh my God, Danny," and I go, "Oh well, look, this is the extremes I'll go to stop a bloody Zoom meeting because these guys are just scammers." And they were broadcasting the meeting live on YouTube at the time. So it was a cunning plan, but I don't do that every day these days. You know what I'm saying? Not a
Oh,
good
he
look.
looks like a likely candidate as well, doesn't he?
Oh, they just look like scammers, don't they? I mean, this is my Instagram photo. Anyway, so that's interesting. So what do we know about them other than that company, MaVie, are running what looks like a scam. So this is their website. And it's just a glitz and glossy website, and they're just fooling people. So if I wanted to get involved in this company today, even though they've been flagged by the Financial Institute, I bet they would still quite happily take my money. So you reckon Ultron Foundation is the one that would be interesting? And I'll give you another wee thing that I do, guys. If I was on ChatGPT, and let's use AI, and you might think it's not accurate, so you could come, is Ultron running a scam? And then you go back to their website.
It's a bit leading.
Let's see. I'm just going to keep this open. So that guy there, where's their website? Did I shut that down? I must have done. Anyway, so you go there. Oh, it is a bit limiting, but it actually is quite clever. It's enough
leading.
to get you going. Oh, yeah.
Leading.
Well, here we go. So now it brings up all the stuff where I can go away. Ultron Foundation has raised several red flags that suggest it may be operating a scam. Some key concern, lack of transparency. The company has been criticized for, what they call that,
Opaque.
What's that? Vague, is it? Vague, including use of privacy services, hide ownership details, lack of transparency, and it makes it difficult to verify the legitimacy of the organization.
Yeah. Opaque glass.
Well, what does that mean? Is that like vague?
Opaque, you can't see through it.
Right, and how about this one? I do like this one. Association with previous scams, including involved Ultron Foundation, with such as whoever that is. These must be the people. The prior fraudulent scheme. So by association, you could say they're guilty. It's like saying, hey, your new video came out, mate. That was pretty cool. It was more conversational and more talking and less going through the engine of the car looking for how it runs, which I thought was really
it was only there was just one bit and it got it in and got out of there.
Yeah. Well, it is a bit tiresome. I think you're on the same deal as me. It's like, if people don't want to listen to this stuff, we can't save you. But
it's hard to keep going. It's hard to keep going. You're what's the word? An energizer battery. Your spirit to fight through is it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be adding new products into my drop shipping shops. That's what I should be doing, and doing videos encouraging people to get involved in drop shipping, because that's what I need to do to earn my income. But it is actually kind of like an addiction in a way.
Yeah, and I think you're making progress each month. There's stuff happening, and hey, it might actually turn out into what we hope it was going to turn out into.
Because we have got a couple of products we're really looking forward to getting our teeth into, and even because that guy, he's done busts. He's gone into buildings and confiscated computers in different countries, not Australia. and he's also
Yeah.
handed out. He's even worked, which is friggin' fantastic. And he's not like pissing around. He's actually he's got access to my database, and he's got a database of 15 years.
He's been doing it for years, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's passionate about what he's doing.
And
so
the
it's quite- and he
the
said
interesting thing is, it started out in legacy finance and scams, and obviously, it's headed into the crypto world with speed. Fascinating stuff.
Well, look at this other one. I'm not going to tell you any names or anything, but there's actually, even in the traditional share market, running these opportunities. What they do is they have an umbrella company, and then they create a mini company underneath it. They tell everyone that they're going to launch some amazing technology with the company. People invest in the companies. And then they basically half the value of the shares and steal all the money. And everyone's sitting there with their pants down saying, I was going to invest in a company that had got some AI and missile launching tips that's going to change the way we fight wars. And everyone invests in that project. And then they friggin' water down the project, and everyone loses their money. And the master company gets away with it. And at the moment, we're investigating one of these master companies, and we've got, And
I was just going to say, I was going to say
right.
about the chart that you brought up for Ultron. You needed to expand it to maximum time period.
All right, let's have a look at that.
Just in terms of what you're saying about extracting value out of people.
So is it a year?
They pump the price up. And then gradually, right at the end, just run it down. It's had, a couple of pumps. They probably promoted something during the spike.
And the volume, the volume could be people just giving up on the project and getting out of it.
Well, I mean, the volume might. I don't know how the reward mechanism for MaVie works, and we saw that with the hyper tokens. That tail off. There's no sign of any upside coming at this point. Looks like a token that's dead.
Yeah. And the company that's still pouting that they're going to conquer the world. It's like Super One. I don't know if you saw that video I did last night, mate.
Yeah. I saw bits of it.
But that guy, I've been chasing him for ages. I mean, I've got photos of him in nightclubs chatting up and getting phone numbers of prostitutes and then going out for drinks afterwards. And he's a married man. So I had great joy of letting his wife know that he's out there in business, and he rang me up drunk one day telling me he's going to do terrible things to me if I don't remove my videos because I'm destroying his business. And I go, you haven't got a business. And then I said, but you're using multi-level marketers to promote it. And he goes, oh, no, it's just another way of funding these exercises. And I said, but you've had a casino license and you've had it struck off and you've been publicly reprimanded because of your shady business practices. You defrauded a Norwegian Olympic rower. He's put a whole article in the Norwegian paper about how you defrauded him out of $4 million.
But he's repented now.
Well,
he's repented, Danny. It doesn't mean anything. All of this past doesn't mean anything.
Oh, and it just goes on and on. And you're thinking, because these guys don't have a what do they call it? They don't have. I'm just shutting down some of my windows so we get better sound. Because these guys don't have a memory and a conscience, they think everything they've done in the past was learning. And it's like going in and robbing 10 banks and stealing all the money and then going, but that was yesterday, and I've learned from robbing banks that it wasn't a good profession. So, but now I don't want to rob the banks. I want to trick them out of their money instead. And I'm doing things differently. But you're still walking into a bank and you don't have any product or service and you're demanding to give them money. And the money's coming from mum and dad investors. So it's just, it's just rinse and repeat bullshit, if you want my opinion. Even if you don't, I'm going to give it to you.
Well, like you say, it's an addiction, isn't it? Ultimately.
Yeah. So what should we do with this this knowledge? Do you think we've saved anyone today? Do you think we've saved what do they call what were we throwing back into the ocean? Starfish.
Ah,
Do you think we save one person who might have
Do
been?
we want? Do we? Well, here's the question: do we want to save starfish?
I want
The
to throw them back in the
starfish
river.
kill the starfish kill the coral.
Oh,
don't
my
they?
God! I
And
never
the
thought of that.
coral's necessary for
Do you think they're going
life everywhere else.
to attach themselves to something else?
Yeah,
Can
so
you
maybe we
imagine?
should just leave them to it.
Yeah. Well, that is a point. I'm just shutting down a few windows here, and hopefully my sound's getting better, but there might be a few crackles along the way. If you're wondering why I am a bit crackly today, that is because I'm actually using a VPN from Russia. So I'm in Ukraine. Is that Russia? No, Ukraine's Ukraine,
well,
isn't it?
That's a very good question that I don't think
Hmm.
anyone knows the answer to.
So they block New Zealand from their Zoom meetings so that I can't access them because they're trying to stop the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger.
Well, you don't have to be in Russia, though, do you? You could try. Because the problem is when you do Google search, it
I
comes
know,
up
but
with
if I'm in
gibberish.
the US, it's just I just like trying different things.
Yeah, I've used
and
South
so I'm
Africa
actually
a few.
broadcasting.
I've used
South
South Africa a few times. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's just
I
trying different
recommend
things.
South
Really.
Africa.
Oh, here we go. Here's yeah, Rick. Well, a lot of South Africans get involved in these things. So this was the.
I mean, how many conversations you had? Someone's recommending a VPN from a specific country.
Yeah, no, that's true. Now this lady, Brenda Lopez, which is on the screen at the moment, you can see that she was the lady that said that they've been infiltrated, and she wanted to get out of there. So if I was to actually, just do a little bit of a research reconnaissance run on her, first thing I do is the simplest one in the world, and I just literally go and Savills in the kitchen. Right, friend, oops, don't get distracted by Facebook, and you just search for Brenda Lopez. And these people, these scammers, are so stupid that they get so excited about what they are promoting sometimes that they forget and put it all over their Facebook page and leave their Facebook normally wide open. So let's just have I'm friends with this lady. Oh, that's interesting. No, that's wrong. That one there. So I'm just guessing. I don't even know if this is the lady. So if you are that lady, it does look like her though. London. She's from South Africa. Well, there you go. So all I need to do is go through here and look at her photos. And she's, first of all, telltale signs that she may be a scammer is she may have actually wound down her Facebook page so I can't see much. But I can also go to her friends, and then I look through here, and sometimes other people that are scammers are her friends because they get so excited they forget. And all the ones that add friends is grayed out. It means that they don't want to add people who aren't friends of friends. So, but I can't see any like flashy crypto icons from their friends because one of their friends will just be all in. Oh, that guy rings I've seen that guy before. But yeah, no idea whether this is the real lady that was in the meeting. So now what we do is we just come along and we just do a naked, what I call a naked Google. Oh, actually, no, we'll use technology. We'll come back to who is, and I'll put a name, promoting. Oh, I can't spell promoting. Hold up, we'll do it. Who promotes? I presume she's been promoting. So now let you, what do they call it? I'm not making much sense here today, but out of form. So what I've done, that I have gone and asked ChatGPT to see if there's anything on the internet that has Brenda Lopez Foundation. So it seems there is limited information directly linking the person Brenda to the ULTRON Foundation. However, it's notable that Brenda also, look at that, notable case involving Brenda Chunga. That's not right. However, who is sect hyperfund. So it's actually cross-referenced the wrong person, isn't it? It's funny because that would be because it's gone through behind MLM and picked up Brenda Chunga's name and thinking Brenda. Bloody hell. That shows you this is when AI goes bad. So we'll go back to Danny's original.
Was that Chunda or Chunga they put in there?
Well, I'll call it Chunda.
That was always your thing.
Good old days, don't you?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's good old days. Now I'll just go back to YouTube. Oh, blocked due to the address abusive complaints. Look at that. So as Ukraine, now I'm going to try something different and turn off my VPN because it's telling me that people have been abusing YouTube. Oh, there we go. Oh, look, MaVie. So here's something to do with MaVie down here.
God.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. So Facebook. And now this is how it works, guys. And flip up. Remember, we saw that in the background. And on the right-hand side, we can probably just about guarantee she couldn't control herself. And she's probably made a comment on this picture because she would have said, oh, that's me. That's what I do. Everyone knows me. I'm part of that community. And they start chatting away. So if I go down here long enough and look for a lady by the name of Brenda, we'll probably find her. More comments. And for some reason, this has come up when I search for her name. But I can't see it.
They all look like weird. Are they? Because I can't see it properly, but they just look random.
You mean the name?
No, just from a distance, they all look similar
from a distance
size. I mean, are they sort of bot responses or are they?
Oh no, not on. Haven't seen that. No. Haven't seen that on. So now we're on their Facebook page, and all for one, one for all. That sounds great, doesn't it? So now we need to go through here. I presume there would have been. Oh, I think you can search Facebook pages now, can't you? How do you do that? There wasn't. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Right.
Search function. Now we can put a name in there. See what comes up. I think that's encouraging. Hold it. Going away. There she is. Is that her? Yep. There she is. So there's a lady that I want to investigate. So this is what I do. I come along here and I'll get rid of that. And
is that the same one that we were just looking at? Yeah,
that's the lady that kicked me out. Well, that's the lady that said, we've been infiltrated. We've been infiltrated. We have been broadcasted on the internet. I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to disconnect us from my hopefully we don't lose you. If we do, we'll be back in.
Yeah. You knew that was going to happen.
Are we still there? Are we here?
Yeah.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Now I've just disconnected my VPN. So now what we're going to do is we have to re-log into a few things, which is the pain when switching off a VPN. If you are a VPN company, can you make it that we don't have to re-log in every time? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to show you how good my wee database is. Trey Spots back here. Trey Spots, would you believe? I won't tell them too much, Trey. Trey and I have something very personal that we went through at a young age together. And I asked him for a joke. Hey, this meeting's been locked. They're back at it again. Oh, no.
We've not got a new one.
Yeah, I'll just have a wee look, see what happened. This meeting has locked. So they have gone back into the meeting and they've locked it straight away. So they must have told everyone go in. I'll go Brenda Lopez. That's always good. Hold it. I'll just go get it 1 minute. This could be live. I'm just got to get. See, I've gone and got all their names from their meetings. And now I go in there and I try to get in with those names. So this is the meeting that we got kicked out of and they've locked it. They'll be having a private meeting. They'll be trying to discuss how to get a new Zoom link that people can't access and they can market it at the same time, which will be something really funny. So that's, I've got that happening over there. So that will probably be, anyway. So what I want to do is we're going to go and we're going to this. We've got my name here and I'm going to go to Brenda Lopez because she's obviously a key promoter. And I go to my database and I search for her name to see if I've ever had anything with her before. And I do. I have the name. I have her in the list of all the people that were in the Zoom meeting. My program tells me that she's in this list. Isn't that cool? But now I know that she's a key person. I want to start building a file on her. So I come along here and I go persons of interest. The first thing I do is I get my standard profile, and which you won't be able to see because you're a small screen syndrome. and now I have a blank slate. And the first thing I do is I put a name in there, and because I'm a bit of an ATAD, whatever, Brenda is it Lopez? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Good. And now I'm going to go back to the here, and that's probably the best photo I'm going to get of her right now. And now I will drag that into that profile. And now what I want to do is I want to find
Phone
that
number.
Well, I do, and I probably will. That's the funny thing. So now I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to do, oh, there it is there. So that's the scam, and hopefully, where is it? Oh, what is that doing that stuff? Hold up. Should be actually, it's not doing what it's meant to do, even though it is. Hold up, I'll go back to here. Make sure I do this right. Oh, I've got somehow stuffed up here. Oh, I have stuffed up majorly. 1 second, please, caller. So what was the official name for this? Is it MaVie Labs or is it Ultron? It's quite a few.
Isn't it MaVie Global?
Yeah, MaVie Global. Yeah, I think you're right. So I'm going to actually rename that. Oh, look, I tell you, my life's confusing at the moment, guys, but let's just go MaVie Global. What's the name?
I mean, the website is marvie.global, but the logo is just MaVie. So
yeah, no, that will do
call
all
it
right.
whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that name there, call it Mobile Global, and here I'll call it that. That's the official name for this scam. I haven't got much information on them, but now what we want to do is we want to go back to that lady that we just labeled and see if we can find her. I think we got it there, and I've actually misspelt her name, so I'm going to do that again. Brenda. Now we're going to go find Brenda. Have you found any information on her? Where's Bob when you need him? He knows how to dig deep.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Who are we kidding?
God, Bob. God, Bob.
All right. Now we go back, and we go back, and there we are there. And we hit refresh. And there we go. Now, what we need to do is go back to her profile. And hopefully we'll get her profile here in a second.
MaVie Lab Limited.
Is it? All right, we'll fix that up in a sec. So now we go to, what have I done here? The system isn't liking the fact, I know what's happening. The system isn't liking the fact that I've turned off their VPN and it's misappropriating itself. Interest. All right. So I've renamed everything that I didn't mean to. So I've got 211 people
in the chat.
Yep. Thank you. And now we'll go to profile template and we'll go to Ponzi schemes and scams and we'll paste that link in there. That's good. And now we'll go back and we'll go once again. We will refresh this page just in case it's normal. And there we go. And we will go Brenda. And this time we'll have it right. Brenda. At least I'm getting used to spelling the name. Lopez. Enter. And now we get her name and we go into the Ponzi scheme or scam and here. And now we look for marketers. Carl's been in there before. Carl's been promoting this one as well. Oh my goodness. And now we have her associated with it. But then the fun thing we want to do is go back to here and we will persons of interest and we'll make it look pretty. We'll get a wee icon and all that effort goes into starting to gather information on just one scammer. So now we'll go back to here and we'll see what we can find about Brenda. So what I believe the dream, MaVie, Brenda's golden advice. Steadfast, ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Listen to your heart. Trust the inner voice guiding you towards your dreams. Oh my fucking God. That is the fuckingest piece of shit I've ever heard. Let's just say that again. Listen to the NLP training that you would be associated with this. Stay steadfast. Ignore the naysayers. Now, this is a legitimate business opportunity. Can you imagine Apple, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Panasonic, I don't know, Zoom, telling their employers, stay steadfast, ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Just ignore everyone else. Listen to your heart. Trust your inner voice guiding you towards your dreams. That inner voice is red flags. And that's this lady's message. I have never ever, that there is just disgusting. And I'm going to take that paragraph. I'm actually going to put that in her profile, and I'm going to put that in her backstory.
I thought you were going to ask ChatGPT what it thought of it.
Oh my God, that's even brilliant. Let's go. Okay, so Brenda's golden advice. Yeah, this will be funny. Where's ChatGPT when you need him? Actually, I want to keep that document. I'll update that later on. I'll keep that one there. Where are we here? Yeah, it's good. All right, so now we're going to go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna prime it a wee bit. I've just been researching a lady that was in a Zoom meeting telling people about a Ponzi scheme. And I've been searching the internet, and she's provided me a lovely paragraph summarizing how you should handle people who are trying to help people from being scammed. All right, that's sort of not quite right, but let's see what she says. I've got to ask her what I think about it. Okay, this is what ChatGPT has analyzed that paragraph of hers.
Critical analysis of Brenda's golden advice. Stay steadfast. Ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Reality check. This is a classic tactic used by scammers to silence dissent and isolate victims from outside perspectives that could reveal the scam. Encouraging people to ignore warnings is a red flag and can lead to devastating financial losses. Listen to your heart. Trust that inner voice guiding you towards your dreams. Reality check. While trusting your intuition is important in life, when it comes to investments and financial decisions, it's crucial to rely on solid evidence, facts, and expert advice. Scammers often exploit emotional appeals to cloud judgment.
Wow, there you go. So I'm just trying to get into that meeting on another browser over here. So let's see what we can find out about this lady then. So we can't find too much, but let's so that's Brenda, Blue Diamond, and oh, there she is again. Oh my goodness, there's better photos of her. Oh, look at this. Look at this lady. Look at that lady. This is the lady. Oh, that's the photo. I'm going to grab that one for the I won't say spank folder, but you know what I mean. for the for her website. I mean that there tells you everything. Now the meeting's open again, everyone. So we're going to go back in there. They've actually opened that meeting again. It is no longer locked, and they will be broadcasting everyone to go in there. So I'm actually going to go in there. I've got names, and we'll see whether we can get back into this meeting. We'll also open up a third window just in case. I'm telling them all my strategies, but I don't really care. But there is currently another meeting called Diamond in the Makings in the same link. And I'm going to have 3 web browsers open, and we're ready to go in there. So they'll have a hard job finding who I am if they open this meeting up again, which I do believe they will open it up on the hour. So I do believe at 11 o'clock, the meeting will be resuming again. But in the meantime, we have got ourselves ready to rock and roll 3 times, and they'll have a hard job kicking me out. So if you haven't been keeping up with current events, this is the guy that was running the meeting, and they stopped the meeting because the meeting was being broadcasted on the internet. But if they start it up again, you'll be the first to know about it. Isn't that exciting? All right. So I wouldn't mind carrying on with this lady here, because that lady there is actually a cult leader kind of person. And it's even hard for me to watch people standing on a stage with that much passion and that much conviction that they can actually push a scam down your throat and think they have a right to do so. But this lady obviously is a key person when it comes to, promoting these scams. And if this company has been flagged as a scam and they are continually promoting it, it is absolutely breathtaking that they just blatantly carry on business as normal. So I'm going to grab these paragraphs here. I'm going to start building a file on this lady. So if you have any information on her, especially her phone number or stuff like that, that would be much appreciated, because I actually like getting up in their faces. I'm going to actually now go to, I'm just going to tidy up this. You disappeared for a while. I know that. How do we get that? How do we get rid of those cameras there? Hold up. We'll just go replace all. That's better. Things you do in the background. Look at this. Look at that. Now we've got no cameras. I don't like those cameras.
113,000 subscribers in the MaVie Global News and Updates Telegram.
Ooh, let's get there. So now I've got enough information here. So let's just go back to that search I did, and we'll use that as a reference for next time in case I need to. So this database that you're looking at here is actually available to anyone that's going after them to close them down. So like this lady here, we've got photos of her doing what she does. We'll just keep a few of those just so that we know what she looks like and we can identify her. I mean, we don't have one of those cards with the clipboard, and we don't know how high she is. We do know that she is passionate, because you can tell it in the photos. But we'll start building a file on this lady, and just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go update her profile photo. And now we want to find other people that are associated with her and what she's doing, because that's going to be the secret. So let's just go back to, we're going to use, I think that photo there will stick in my brain the most. Oh, hold up. Boom. All right, now we'll start doing some other stuff. So you found some information on the Telegram group, is it?
Yeah, I've put it all in the chat.
Thank you. So what we'll do here is we can see that this lady is actively promoting, MaVie. So we can see that she's probably been promoting other scams as well, like Foundation comes to mind, but even though it seems like it's a continuation. So now we'll start finding out as much information as we can about MaVie Global. For a start, I think you actually called it MaVie Labs, didn't you? MaVie.
Yeah, I've put it in the chat.
Oh, I'm going to the chat. Just getting excited here. Okay, got support. Oh, yeah. A place, Admiral Shoal. Is that the place? Okay, let's have a look.
Arbitration. Place of arbitration.
I know. I noticed that. It's like they've all got credit cards. They've all got arbitrage trading. And it's just like, are you guys, shitting me? Now, you could have put this in here yourself. You know that, don't you, mate?
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have seen it.
I would have, because it notifies me with email when anyone updates the database. Did you know that?
Oh, I got an allergy. Right. I got an allergy to Melanote.
Oh yeah, I call it many hands make light work. Okay, so now we come here. Oh my God, is that 13,000? 100?
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying? Is that 113?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So if anyone else wants to have a link to that, that's MaVie Use. It will be just a place where you can literally go and get gaslighted information. So that's when you... oh my God, Susie's here. Hello, Susie. Hello. Nice to see you here. And Northern Night. Oh, she must have
What's
just...
the Melanote link?
Melanote link. Oh yeah, let's have a look at that. So if we join this crowd here, I don't even know if I need... Oh, I'll join it. It's a mute. So we've got MaVie Global. The meeting was probably going to start 9 minutes again. They just to give you an update, what's happened, Susie, is we've gone in there, listened to the meeting for about 10 or 15 minutes, And then I couldn't help myself, so I started spamming their their chat room, telling them that their meeting has been streamed live and this is a scam. Posted it probably about 13, 15 times, and then they realized that the meeting was being rebroadcasted on the internet, and because they've received a how do we say, a legal PDF, is it the PDF of this thing here, a cease and desist basically from their government, that they said that the meeting's been infiltrated by the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger, and they needed to basically shut down the meeting and relaunch the meeting under a new link. So now they would have gone away and realized how hard it is to create a new link for their meeting. So that looks like they've booted up a new meeting that I reckon is going to start in 8 minutes' time. So I think that's given you the update. Was it a Canadian Zoom? Oh, I like the way she talks. Don't you like the way she talks? Do you see how she's thinking? How would I find that out? I've got all the usernames and passwords of all the people that were in the meeting. And I'm going to update that in a second. So I'm going to actually post that in our links room. I've renamed this from all the other scams. So all the names of all the people are going to be in our webinar IDs and passwords area. And you might recognize some names. The Alberta Security Commission must be having a field day with us at the moment. So as you can see here, I'm going to create another area, and we're going to call it PDFs. And we're going to put PDFs over here. And we're going to go PDFs with an S. And that one that we just saw, I'm actually going to download it in case it gets removed off the internet. And we're going to go desktop. And then we're going to go into PDFs. And we're going to drag that over here. So anytime anyone in the chat room, anyone listening, is that, oh yes, our BEC authorities that issued the warning. Oh, you're so thorough. I don't think I should be like the Admiral sometimes. I think we need to give it to Susie because I get told off quite a lot. They beat me up, send me money. Somebody bought me 30 cups of coffee the other day. Isn't that generous? What would you do with 30 cups of coffee? Yeah. So anyway, we've looked at all this already. So that was some of the guys that are associated with it. I haven't got databases on all these guys, but I don't need to until I start seeing them pouting their stuff, and then I start building databases. I know it was awesome, and that's actually $150 of money to do that, and that was so generous. So it was really quite exciting. So this was March 15th, 2022, and this is probably when they started, before they started rinsing, repeating, and rebranding themselves. Oh my God, he looks like a candidate, doesn't he? Hello, guys. Who's that one? Isn't it funny? They all have, like, remember when the Hyperverse, Hyper this, Hyper more, Hyper Planet, Hyper Cosmos, and now you've got
is that Domen Vidergar, is it?
Is it? This guy?
No, that's the picture further down, that one there in the rounds, in the circle. Who's that?
You're asking me to pronounce.
Oh, right. Okay, Tobias.
So that's quite funny because that name Tobias. I'm just going through the list of people.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering if he was actually in that meeting that we were just in. I can't see it.
Didn't he come up in the?
Hold on, we've got to. Are you all right, honey? Oh. Hold up, we've got a catastrophe in the house. You keep them occupied for a sec.
Oh, yeah. Having a laugh, aren't you? Just keeping myself to myself here in the background. SOS! Send help!
Cabinet fell over and something smashed on the floor.
Oh, you didn't attach it to the hook
Oh no,
behind.
she was trying to move it one-handed while she's trying to make me a cup of coffee because she knows I love coffee.
Oh,
Isn't that so nice?
that's annoying.
Yeah. Where did we get up to? Oh, did we read about that guy?
I'm glad to get you back though.
Oh, were you? You're a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the guy there. So that's the guy. So I really should actually have something on him as well, I suppose. So this guy here, he seems like the guy behind it all, isn't it? So if I was to leave, I'll just scoot through this page. So this must be another scam that he was involved in. And if I put his name up here, he's mentioned a few times, is he? Susie will know all this stuff. Helen is a good woman. Keep her happy, Danny. Oh, I know. She loves me on Sunday mornings. You Saturday night. Right, it is 3 minutes to 11. These guys could be back and doing what they're going to do. They'll be policing everyone and asking them to turn their cameras on, which is a bit of a laugh. But I think it would be a safe bet that if I did a search for this guy, I will find his name everywhere. And is it Michael? Yeah, it is. So he's in these videos here. And he seems like the main squeeze. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? So it would be silly for me not to actually check my database and see whether he's in there. And if he isn't in there, well, congratulations. You've just got in the database. Have I got anything on him? Nothing on him. Oh, thank you. Oh, and look, they've got cake. Look, guys.
No yogurt.
There's no yogurt because we ate all the yogurt. But we are plant-based eaters, right?
Orange and almond loaf.
It's orange and almond loaf. Now, the normal child would probably spit this out. But when you're a plant-based eater, cake isn't something, and also gluten-free, but I don't think that's gluten-free. Is it gluten-free? Yeah, it doesn't matter if it is because I'm not that. Yeah, I know. But that's how I get. And I've got a cup of coffee as well. It's not 30 cups of coffee. Eh? She looks after me. As Susie just said, Helen is a good woman. Keep her happy, Danny. And I keep her deliriously happy. No, honey. Susie said, keep her happy. She said yes. I don't think she realized the rest of the conversation. But anyway, as a rule, I don't have anything on that guy. But I'm going to put his name in there. And then when I search for his name next time, I can add bits of information. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, where does Danny get his information from? It's from people who email me and they send me snippets of information. And it's probably and I noticed there's some stuff in the private chat there. So now we've got him. Now I need to find a photo of him where I can add him so I remember who he is. MaVie Global. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but I just don't have any time for it. I'm not nice. I'm not a nice person when it comes to being nice to scammers. It's kind of where I'd probably let myself down the most because I look at these people. I think that photo there is probably going to be the one I'm going to use. But let's go back to this nice guy, which I'm trying to say nice things about because I'm sure he's really got good intentions and he's not a scammer. But I'm going to do a screenshot of his face, which you can't see. And then I'm going to go back to persons of interest. And now he is number 214. And he is my 212. I get that right, Danny. And now I need to find, I need to link him. So he's theoretically pelted as the owner, I think, or the head cheese. I should be cleaning up that glass on the floor, but you know,
he's the CEO.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Well, that says it all, isn't it? He's the head scumbag. Sorry, it's not funny. It is funny.
There's another interesting character who VP of Sales, Domen Vidergar.
Oh my God, we're going to go down a rabbit hole, aren't we?
Put the LinkedIn in. Yeah. I think you might find him quite interesting.
All right, let's get into it. Get yourself. I just have to reiterate the words that this lady has put in here because this is the worst thing I've actually ever heard anyone. Now, this is what you tell somebody who's doubting whether it's a genuine opportunity or not. But this lady, Brenda, says, stay steadfast. Ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Listen to your heart. Trust your inner voice guiding you towards your dreams. Now, I could rewrite that. Pay it. Don't be scammed. Listen to the people that are sticking their neck out for no reason, trying to help you. There's no stupid vision. It should be real and genuine and something tangible that you can touch now. And don't listen to the demon on your shoulder. And if your heart is telling you it's too good to be true, then don't follow your dream of passive opportunity. We've been interviewing people that, well, not been interviewing people, but we're listening to people gaslighting people, telling people that they could buy a $500 arbitrage trading license, which is going to give them generational wealth. And if you do what they say, this $500 license was going to give people $1,500 a day. And then when you get your first day's wage and you buy 3 more licenses and you trade, and then you make $4,500, and then you buy 9 licenses, and you keep doing this formula.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And you're going to
it.
be a non-millionaire. Even if you do this once a week, you were going to be a non-millionaire in 52 weeks. And then they said that they had sold 125,000 licenses to people, and all of them are going to be quadrillionaires. This is the lies that these guys will tell you. Now imagine somebody going, that sounds too good to be true, and then somebody saying, stay steadfast, ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Listen to your heart. Trust your inner voice guiding you towards your dreams. Mate, if you're dreaming this shit, you need to wake up, you need to slap yourself, you need to throw some cold water over your face. Just saying. Because these guys will go to any lengths to fool you out of the shit. Anyway, that's my sermon for today. Oh, dear. It is hard, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's a very, very... Go to the Telegram. I can't even speak. Go to the Telegram group again.
You mean
and scroll up a little bit. No, the MaVie Telegram.
Okay, I'll get there in a sec. I'll see if I can bring that up on the screen. Actually, what I want to do, I just want to link this guy to that new scam. So this one actually intrigues me, because when a company has been flagged by government agencies and told for people not to cease and desist, and these guys just carry on, it is actually quite breathtaking to see them in a meeting, and that's why we've got so I'm just going up to Marvale now. It is 4 minutes past 11, and they don't seem to have started that meeting, which means they've either chickened out or they're watching my live knowing that we're going to hit them, but they might be running late, who knows. So what I'm just doing here, I'm just connecting this guy, Michael, to the Ponzi scheme. Is it Michael? Well, it says Markel, maybe Markel. All right, so now we can get back to doing what we do well. So this is Macau. I'm just going to call him Marky. All right, so let's see what we can got now. So what we've got, first of all, we've got 4,000 tickets already sold, massive announcements revealed, world-class speakers, VIP networking party, the 17th of October, 2024. So that's what's coming up, is it? Is that their big convention?
There is one, but yeah.
Okay. So I've already got some stuff here, which is quite good. Anyway, I'm going to add that in there just for notes. Special guests, global. Oh, I see. And this is Rodell, was it? Rodell. So is that the guy that we should be investigating now? And then we're going to go...
Domen Vidergar.
Oh, mate, you've got all the flash words. That's why you're my wingman, mate.
Yeah. You can research Roland Kegier as well in a minute, but let's get Domen Vidergar.
Oh, he must be intelligent then. Is that the same guy?
It is. I believe it is. But
wow.
I'm expecting you to do some more research just to validate that.
Right. Well, okay, now we're going to their now we'll bring up their Telegram group. I'll just see if I can bring up Marvel. I'll see if I can bring up a I'll just I don't know how
scroll up a bit. There's a picture of him next to Michal.
I'll just make sure I haven't got any incriminating evidence on my screen. I think I haven't. All right, so now we'll have to transport. Oh, can you do Telegram via? Oh, it'd be more tricky. Not worth doing that. All right, so let's just switch out the screen so we can make it more interesting for our people that are watching us. We're going to go for window, and we're going to go for that one there. So I don't think there's any incriminating evidence on there. I'm sorry if you've just been exploited. So this is Telegram, and we are. Oops, where'd that go? Hold up, we've got problems.
It's
There we go.
annoying that you can't. It's annoying that you can't hide the sidebar, isn't it?
Well, it is a bit, but there is only names of places I have. I mean, I actually
Yeah.
thrive when I see people doing what I've just done.
Yeah.
But you know, because I'm in groups here, I'm not in personal,
Yeah.
which is quite good. But in saying that, whereabouts were we? So I'm going to go all the way to the bottom.
Scroll up a bit. I think it was on the 15th of August. There's a picture. Big. Just looking for a picture.
All right, picture. Oh,
Got two of them together.
Technically, that is a picture.
It was, but there we go.
Oh, yeah. Big things coming. All right. So let's see if we can double click on that. What happens if we do that? Does it come up, or did you not see that? Did it disappear? Nothing happened to it. No. All right. Let's see if we can stretch it. No. Hold on. Let's see what if I can. It doesn't do what you meant to do. It's just not painful. Big things are coming. Right. The countdown has started. 60-minute call. So they're just going to carry on. Big things are coming. That just sounds. And there's a Zoom meeting link, which is.
That was a couple of days ago, though. That was on the 15th.
Oh, they won't matter.
Oh, right. Okay.
No, that's good. We need to keep these because they will use the same ones because some of these companies have
Right. Okay.
the same shit every time. They don't. Well, you know.
Yeah. It's easy, isn't it?
Yep. Now, MaVie Global. Just grabbing a name. Oh, they're asking me for an email address. I'm just going to do this in the background, if you don't mind, just to see if they're not on that link now, you see, because they could be on that link right now. MaVie Global. Brilliant.
That'd be funny.
Yes, I've had this link for a while. So it's one of the links. I'm just testing something here. Browsing extension. Download. I bet they would have got a what they call a watchdog to guard us. You know what I mean? They would have somebody watch that guy live because he's doing stuff. Yeah, I've already got this. So this is their general meeting link, which I have actually got. So I will leave that. Yeah, so that's quite good.
Sorry, I'm laughing at something. I'm laughing at something that the Colonel would love. You remember that? You remember that ever increasing graph that never changed on BTCC? There's one on the FinUp website. There's a similar chart.
Oh, really? They are desperate, aren't they? So these are all the same. So if you're on LinkedIn, Telegram, you can click on the name at the top, and then you can click on links, and links will bring you all the links that were ever posted. And so if you're like me and you're going into these meetings and you're trying to find Zoom links, it makes it a little bit easier to find them. Just giving you wee tips along the way how we do it. So now I go to the bottom. I'm pretty sure that's the most. I'm not sure if it's reversed, but you can see there's enough links in here. So there's another link here that ends in 27, and I'm currently on one that ends in 33. So there's another possible link meeting that they could be in right now. And I'm so they would have because they would reuse these links. They would say, "Oh, we'll use Jennifer's links." And at the moment, I'm trying to find a name which I can use. And that's literally how we infiltrate these meetings. So why I'm telling you guys that, I don't want to hog the market, but I want you guys to, cause disruption, because there's no policeman that's sitting here on a Sunday morning wanting to shut these meetings down. In fact, what they want a case handed to them on a platter. Who's involved, where's the money, blah, blah, blah. And it's just sickening, really. So there's two Marvel cool links that are open and still current, would you believe, which are different. So now we've got 3 potential links to their meetings, and I can't show you what I'm doing, but I'm just going through here and I'm looking for Zoom. 29, there's another one, 78. So this is how we get in here, guys. So now we're going to this meeting, and you might be surprised. We might be able to get in one of their meetings, and they'll be sitting there going, "How did that guy figure that out?" And I'll go, "Oh, it's because Crypto G told me a few secrets." Oh, the recording's expired on that one. Why do they say you can't have your cake and eat it too? Right. Launch meeting. Lovely cake, honey. You're the best cook. I'm actually the best cook, but don't tell anyone. Actually, I deny that, actually. I'll take that back because I'll never get fed again. And also, she knows how to follow a recipe better than me because I can't read them. Been dyslexic. 78, there's another one. Let's have a look at that. Oops. And if they ever ask you for an email address, just use any email address if you're going to these Zoom meetings. Oh my goodness. This one's called Lotto Day and Ultron Masterclass. What does that tell you? Goodness me. And I'll keep giving you tips. If you want to bookmark something, and keep good records, it's really worthwhile. You taught me this. But I just go Command D on the keyboard and it pops up. And I can quickly bookmark it. And I put all my bookmarks in categories, which is really, really cool. All right, let's see. So we're in literally 5 of their meetings at the moment. Flip up, fin up. Is it fin up? Formula. Oh, I see. Is that public?
That's, terms and services. I'm just looking through there.
So they have got. Are they registered in the Cayman Islands and that sort of stuff? Is it?
Well, that one's Seychelles.
Same thing, isn't it? Shady something.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, it's a starting point for any further research if one can be bothered to.
Look, that's why Oz is so brilliant, isn't he? He's so brilliant at doing this sort of stuff. So what we'll do, I'll flip back to our real screen so you can get more exciting. And also, I'm not going to accidentally incriminate somebody with my Telegram group. We'll go presents, share screen, and we'll go to window and that one there. So you can see that we spend hours of doing this sort of stuff. But any information we get, like anything in life, if you want to do something with it, keep it. So any tippets, these tippets that we get from people, and I'm talking about you, Crypto Joe, you'll give us, little wee things like, I've just got an email address. Now, you might not think an email address is very exciting, but let's say if I go, oops, I just stuffed that one up. Oops, refreshing. Oh, hold it. Got problems. Houston, they've got problems. These email addresses aren't very copyable because you go to copy them and it copies the wrong shit. Right, let's have a look, make sure they haven't started the meeting. So we've now got 4 possible meetings open. And if these guys are any good at running a scam, they will be watching me live, knowing that we're poised and ready to go, which is a bit disheartening, really. And not only that, we are poised with their names. So they won't even know if it's the real them or the artificial them. All right, so I'm going to show you something interesting here. Let's pick a window. Now I'm going to search for that email address. Did you know you can search for email addresses? And if you search for an email address, you can normally find some correspondence where somebody's said, oh, contact them via that email address. And all of a sudden, we have found a financial authorities warning. And look at that.
Which email was that you looked at?
I searched for that one. You gave the flip up one. And this is from the New Zealand Financial Authority. Listen to this. Let's have a listen.
Shelley Cullen, convicted pyramid scheme promoter, share this. The FMA is warning the public to be cautious of financial and cryptocurrency products and services being promoted by Shelley Rose Cullen, Ms. Cullen. Ms. Cullen is known to target different communities in New Zealand, promoting various cryptocurrency and financial-related products and services, none of which appear to be regulated either in New Zealand or overseas. She was recently convicted on 5 counts of breaching Section 24 of the Fair Trading Act 1986 for her part in a pyramid selling scheme known as Lion's Share, where around 83% of participants lost money. You can find out more about that case on the Commerce Commission's website.
Now, the real shady thing about this, mate, this lady, I remember now, I think $17 million. Right. And she didn't show up at court. So she automatically got fined, maximum fine for each thing that they were going after. And I think it was about 5 or 6 million.
Cool.
And it's, but at the end of the day, I think she's still at large. So it just shows you that you can't stop these bastards. And now she's gone into hiding, no doubt. Hello, John. Nice to see you here. With the scam of the Philippines. Man with the red tie has worked scams in Philippines in the past M1 scam. Oh, okay. Non-millionaires. What must have been a picture that we looked at. Has worked scams in the Philippines in the past. Anyway, this one here, this warning for ULTRON Foundation is actually really important. So what we do with that is we'll put that in MaVie, which I think is over here, and we will add that warning to our link. So when somebody contacts me one day, which they do quite regularly, and they want rock solid evidence that this is a scam because you don't know what you're talking about, and then I often turn around and I say to them, well, how about you provide me rock solid evidence that this is true and genuine company, which always amazes me. So now I can say, well, here's a warning from the FMA, and they go, oh, they publish shit all the time. They just publish shit all the time about these things. And I go, well, they don't actually, because we just spent 3 months trying to get a friggin' warning published about Boomerang. Well, I say we, but it was really you, wasn't it, Susie? But what did we have to do to get a warning in here? Boomerang. This is the one I was talking about earlier on, where you pay $500. And they told you that you can make $1,500 a day. So people were putting $500 licenses on their credit card, thinking that they can pay it back when they make their $1,500 a day. So we had to provide evidence of New Zealanders actively promoting this Ponzi scheme on video and screenshots. We had to give names, home addresses, the whole 9 yards. Nothing's happened to those people, but we got our little wee warning. And then we think, well, then the real big thing is that it was MaVie Global. Now, MaVie Global was a company that was founded by Sam Lee. But they kicked Sam Lee out of it, and Chavis come along. And he carried on running the company and put all the money securely in a bank called Casher Bank, where he's going to provide a certificate to prove the money's there. And also guaranteed that everyone was going to get 3% per month interest from this bank that the board of directors that he is going to set up with 9 people, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's all a scam. Now, they have also posted a recent warning on the 7th of August, which, if you aren't keeping up current events, pal, it's the 18th now. And so this means that this company, We Are All Satoshi, even though Sam Lee's not running it, has actually been flagged as, a Ponzi scheme scam. And they use words like this, though. We recommend caution. Why the hell can't they? Why the hell do they have to say we recommend caution? Caution. Like, yeah, deal with them, but just be cautious. What the hell? Anyway, that's still, it took maybe, I don't know, 2 months to get that warning in there. But I did notice something quite interesting, is that warning that they gave on that lady. Now, there's a story behind this. There's always a story behind it. The reason that they published this warning is because we said, how can you guys publish a warning about that lady who's been scamming people internationally, and then claim that you're not going to do a warning about We Are All Satoshi because it's international? Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And that was our argument. So then they kind of like, oh, yeah, well, I suppose they've got a point. Because this lady, I don't think she's based in New Zealand. And she scammed in people internationally, not just New Zealand. And then they published this big warning that they got a big friggin' write-up. It's just so frustrating going after these people. That's really my point, really. But anyway, I am going to save that one and stop my bitching. And I will put that under articles and PDFs. And next time I need to go refer to that one. So when anyone says ULTRON Foundation, is real and genuine. It's because no one is brave enough to come forward as a victim. Yeah, it's so true, man. It's so you and Colonel and me, team effort. All of us played a part. Yeah. Yeah, I even had a guy threaten me who lives in my hometown, telling me that if I released the video that he saw I had on the internet, that his family would come around and deal with me. I mean, that's quite horrific. And then I politely let him know that I was recording the conversation of him telling me that, and he sort of started backing up the bus a wee bit. And now I haven't heard anything from him. That's crazy. What else have we got there? You're digging deep. How deep have we got? Oh my goodness.
Ignore the first one. I tried to
Just
put
keep on the first one.
sorry, out of the last two messages,
Oh my
they're
God, it
both the
looks exactly
same.
the same.
Ignore the just ignore the first one, because I tried to put a space in between the
Yeah, I know.
link and the next bit, and it just and you can't delete it. You can't delete it in bloody
I know.
StreamYard. Why can't
Can't
you
edit
delete
it. Stop.
the
It's
message?
not.
Come on.
It's not Telegram. It is a live broadcasting piece of software. Cost me $80 a month to run this piece of shit software. Oh, sorry.
Maybe if you paid 90 a month, you can delete messages.
Well, that's what they said when I was paying 40. They said, well, maybe you need to update your plan. If you do like doing what I'm doing, StreamYard's pretty cool actually. It's a great wee program. It does have a few limitations, but most of the time it's pretty cool. So this looks similar because the logo colors. That's really why. And what is this? What is this actually?
They're claiming it's a partner of MaVie, and they're using Binance as the validation. So I thought I'd go and have a little look at them. Looks like they've got a review from Coin Bureau, so I've just screenshotted that. And we'll get Bob likes Guy from Coin Bureau, so we'll get Bob to send him a message and see whether or not he has actually.
This is Bob.
Oh,
Hello, I'm Bob. You don't know Bob? Bob's quite cool. We've had some funny phone calls with Bob. I'll just have a look in our chat room. There's not very much happening in the chat room. And it looks like they haven't started up their meeting because they're too chicken to, but it would be funny if they did. So we've got 5 internet connections ready to go. And I'm actually going to keep going through that list and seeing whether that's the other thing we should look at really is Flip Me spin-off. So this is on March the 28th. Flip Me operates in the crypto multi-level marketing niche. The company website domain Flip Me was registered in 2016. Private registration was last updated on the 12th of October 2023. And well, I haven't been to Flip Me yet. Let's have a look there. And it's hyphenated as well. And it's a .com, which is quite interesting, really, isn't it, when they do that?
that's got to be something to do with the gambling, is it?
Don't know.
Lottery, is it?
I'm going out for lunch today. There are your views from right now. Where are your views right now? Only 8 here, and I'm only one talking. Well, I've got 13 actually. I've got 13 people live. We're actually not streaming on all the platforms. We've got 2 people watching us on X, and we've got 10 people watching us on the YouTube channel, and 1 watching on Twitch, which is quite good. But I haven't actually, good old
welcome, Mr. Twitch.
Twitchy, you're scaring me. Nearly 17 billion people are unbanked globally. Unbanked.
I think Boomerang's put them all off. You know, they're even Pascal said in one of his recent updates that he's not going to be promoting any more. As Susie said, probably next week he'll feel differently. But
hold it, Pascal. I know that name. I'm so much
Pascal from Boomerang.
Pascal. Oh,
Pascal,
yeah. Oh my God,
Pascal.
really? Oh my God,
he said he's not going to promote any new products.
Oh, guys, you've got to look at Pascal. He's one of my favorites. I even have a bookmark. But this guy promotes everything known to man, and he's just I don't even think I've got a link. What is he called?
Well, he did two updates on his YouTube channel, and they both had identical scripts, apart from the project. And the first one was about Daisy and Limitless, and the second one was about Boomerang and Was. It literally had the same script, same backdrop, same script. 98% scams, 2% luck.
He's amazing though, because he gets away with it. This guy has published over 1,000 videos. He's got 14,000 subscribers. Whether they're all true and genuine, I don't know, but I do believe they are. And he's promoted everything. And then as soon as it goes pear-shaped, he goes, well, guys, I did tell you that this is a risky business to be in, and you should only ever invest what you're prepared to lose. But I will keep promoting everything I can find that will give me a commission along the way. And no one knows that I'm actually getting commissions. So Boomerang pays its affiliates, well, the affiliate, what do they call it? Back end, 65% of the money. So if you did buy one of those $500 licenses I was talking about, 65% of the money that you pay goes to pay the affiliate program.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. And not only that, it gets even worse, because then they were talking about people because they didn't deliver the product. People were saying, well, how do we get a refund? And then Carl Miller goes, ooh, that could be tricky, because he just blurts out that because 65% of the money's already been given away to people. Now, it even gets worse, because the 65% of money doesn't get paid into your wallet. As far as we can track it, we can't see it. It gets paid into the back end of We Are All Satoshi or whatever. And no one can get their money out of We Are All Satoshi. So, and then they say, oh, can we, they've got this other thing called BTCC. And BTCC is their amazing token. That is just the best thing ever. And you can buy miners, get this, for nodes for $27,000. And these nodes make you 182% interest per year. But we can only see one node plugged into their super system. And nobody has managed to get money out of these systems that we have seen. No one that we know has actually made more money than they've put in. Unless you're one of those people that have managed to get money. Oh, actually, I lie, because Susie actually managed to get one of our Avengers money back, who Richard, well, we call him, should be calling them Crypto Dynamo, and because he sold it to another believer. He sold his tokens to somebody else who believes the project, and she managed to find somebody who wanted to buy his old stuff. So you can do all these backyard deals where you can actually, sell your tokens to people who think that we're
the P2P. That's the P2P that Chavez is suggesting. That's literally how P2P. That's literally what it is. Person to person.
Is that it? And that's how you make money out of the program. You buy it's like going to a religious cult, and as you're walking into the building with the religious leaders preaching on the stage, other people are walking out, and they're saying to you, this is bullshit. This cult leader is just full of shit. You don't know what he's on about. And they're going, oh, do you want to buy my Bible and my songbook off me? And they go, oh, yes. Good, because I don't believe you're full of shit. You've just a negative person. And you're a negative person, and you've just lost faith that there is a greater being. And if that's the case, I'll buy your songbook and your Bible and your suitcase bag and your minstrel servant, whatever. And and that's how you make him. And it's only people that make money. So I think it's quite funny. So, but remember, guys, stay steadfast. Ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Listen to your heart. Trust your inner voice guiding you towards your cliff. Your dreams. I mean, that has got to be, I've got to put that somewhere. That is absolutely the best saying I've actually heard today. And I'm going to put that in there. Hello, Lisa. Nice to see you, Lisa Jane. Lovely to see you, Lisa. And look where she's from. You're from YouTube. That's right. I was trying to figure out where you come from, Lisa. Nice to see you here, Lisa Jane. We've just posted the statement of the year in the chat window. And I'd love to hear your feedback about it. Whether you believe, I just can't get over that saying, stay steadfast, ignore the naysayers. Your visions are yours. Listen to your heart. Trust it. I think we need a song.
I still think more than 4 fucking minutes is the statement of the year.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't 4 minutes though, but I get just because I timed it and I thought he's gone over. I want to see. Oh, I know what we can do. I've got Jane Gregory here. Oh, I've got a flat battery.
Oh God, is he going to have his fake moustache
Well,
on?
I'm gonna ask him what he thinks of that saying. I have to, my phone's gone flat. That explains that. Anyway, I wait for that to boot up. But I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna actually ask. I know what to do. I know. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Watch this. You'll love this. This is gonna be good. Please write me a song. Oh, hold up. No. Please write me the lyrics. Oh, hold up. Stuff like not on pear-shaped already on me. Just trying to stop that. Oh, now I've done it. How do we stop that, Danny? I've forgotten how I do my function. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, I think I've got it now. Please write me the lyrics for a song. It has to do with Ponzi schemes and scams and how people need to have faith that they are getting scammed. Here is the chorus. Okay. All right. Here we go. So here's the crypto Ponzi schemes verse song chorus. I'm not.
I'm liking it already. They promise you the moon.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I think we've got it all. Is it possible? Is it possible for you to sing it to us? Let's see if it's got. I don't have the ability to sing.
No,
Well, you know.
not yet.
Oh, hold
Not
on. We can have it read though. I think that's going to be. Is that where the? Oh, I'm going to have it read, and this is the lyrics.
It's a shame. It's a shame you can't get the voice. What is it? AI voice of you reading this stuff out. I think that would probably be quite good.
Well, I probably can, but it's
I don't think you can't do it on the browser. It hasn't got the audio feature on the browser.
No, but in saying that, yeah, people just you always want more. This AI stuff is absolutely friggin' amazing, and then
Yeah,
you guys,
yeah. Well, yeah, we do.
All right, I'm going to listen to this because I reckon this is going to be classic. Here we go.
Title, Trust Your Dreams, the Ponzi Scheme Song. Verse 1, they promise you the moon. They promise you the stars. They say you're on the brink of a life lived large. With a smile so wide, they spin a tale so grand. But behind the mask, there's a trick in their hand. Pre-chorus, they'll tell you, take a chance. Don't listen to the noise, but the truth is buried deep beneath their polished poise. You hear the warnings, but they fade into the night, blinded by the shimmer of a future so bright.
Oh my God, you're a magician. You've got a guitar, haven't you?
Oh, mate, don't. I'm already there. I'm way ahead of you.
I've saved this.
Copy the verse and lyrics.
I know. I mean, this is going to be brilliant. I mean,
I'll see what I can do, lad.
Yeah. Oh, you're brilliant. I've got
a few
I'm gonna
musicians. We can polish it up a little bit.
Oh, I reckon we could have a sing along. It'd be so brilliant. So that's our theme song. So stay steadfast, ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Listen to your heart. Trust your inner voice guiding you towards your dreams. They lead you on. They sell your hope, but nothing as it seems. Stay steadfast, but know the game. They are cashing in your dreams. That's actually brilliant.
Yeah,
They'll dress it up in gold. They'll paint it all in green with promises of riches like you've never seen. But when the curtain falls, the truth's revealed in time. You're left standing empty, and they've spent every dime.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I love ChatGPT. You couldn't make this shit up.
They'll tell you, take a leap. Don't worry about the fall. But they are building up a tower with no foundation at all. You want to believe. You want to achieve. But the dreams they are selling only aim to deceive.
I reckon if you spend more time giving it a command, you'd probably actually get a better one than this. But straight away out of the bag, this is amazing.
Stay steadfast.
Sometimes it's good to go with
yours. Listen to your heart.
Offering.
I reckon so. I mean, you don't want to overcomplicate it.
No, exactly.
How about the bridge?
Number one hit.
I mean, imagine though propping it though with things like the bridge is always out. Like the bridge reading. And they've already picked up on that. So here's the bridge. Wonder what this is.
They whisper sweet nothings. They show you the way. But those who know better have something to say. Don't let them blind you. Don't let them steal. Your future's worth more than the lies that they deal.
Oh, mate, that's just brilliant. Oh, mate, you've got to sing this one out. This is brilliant. So keep your eyes open. Do
Give me a
not.
few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Weeks. This afternoon on my desk, please. In the world full of schemes, do not be led astray. Stay steadfast, but stay wise. See through the schemes. Your dreams are your own. Don't let them shatter those dreams. Oh, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant.
Have you got any ideas on whether you want rock? Do you want slow? Do you want jazz? Do you want funk? I mean, you know, what
Now we're getting a list.
What are your initial feelings on this? What pace should it be at?
Oh, well, let's ask the audience. Shall we, if people listening, like, I don't know. I like sing-alongs, you know, like, if it was a TV commercial, that sort of jingle, you know, because I think the chorus really, stay steadfast, ignore the naysayers, might be a bit harsh, but stay steadfast, ignore the naysayers, your visions are yours, listen to your heart and trust in your inner voice and guide you towards your dreams. I don't know if that's right. I'm not a singer. You are.
Sounds like we need an orchestra for that one.
Oh, well, this could be a symphony. This could be a symphony. It could be.
I'm thinking more of a theatre performance. It's more like
Well, isn't there? I'll just see if my phones are going to come alive. Oh, my phone's not coming alive. I'm trying to view it up here because I'd love to have. I'd love to know what. I've got Jan Gregory programmed in here at the moment, but did you? Yeah. Oh, that ducking thing. I think I've fixed my ducking though. Is it any ducking going on at the moment, Susie? Because if you don't know what ducking is, it's when my voice goes really quiet and it takes about 10 or 15 seconds for it to build back up again. And I'm using an Apple computer. Because I'm using so many different sound components, it's trying to help me when talking on a phone call that I don't come in hot. And it's just painful. So what I do is I have what they call a Zoom P8 thing on my desk, which is like a recording sort of bit of hardware, and I've turned everyone down one notch and given me the dominant microphone, and it seems to have stopped the ducking. But every time I set it up, I've got to remember to do it.
You certainly fixed the glitchiness that I mentioned earlier.
I think that could have been the
VPN.
Yeah, and also I did literally have 50 browsers open, so which is quite hard.
No, your voice came up much louder after you switched the VPN off.
Oh, that's good to know. And every time you do something, it's like going like this.
Yeah.
You know, it's just trying to remember it. But this was the Zoom meeting, which I'm actually really proud of. Trey is awesome, man. Trey is now what did we get down to? Trey is 3 days older than I am, same age, and I hope you don't mind, Trey, but everyone knows I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness. Would you believe? He is as well. Isn't that just amazing? Yeah, and that's really cool. And you left it at, I think you said 24. I left it at 23. I think you said 23 actually. So same. It's just amazing. So and Trey's from Australia. So no, welcome along, Trey. You're big supporter. So this does not look like the same lady, did it? Or is it? Is that the same lady? Now take a glimpse of that lady and then take a glimpse of that lady. She's got glasses here and she's a lot darker. So let's not harass this white lady. But let's go back to her name, because what we will do is, now we know what that lady looks like, just for shits and giggles, it would be interesting to know whether we can actually find the actual proper Brenda, not that lady. We'll give that lady a hard time another day.
Oh. Hang on a minute, Danny. I was thinking the lyrics look quite long. It's put a pre-chorus in, so it's got a chorus and a pre-chorus, which makes it's a little bit more complicated in terms of the structure of the song.
Well, I reckon that you could go to ChatGPT, use that slogan of that lady's, and then tell it. I reckon I could probably come up
with
a
little bit. Have a little look at it, and I'll have a dig.
Yeah.
But ideally, it needs to have a verse and then a chorus. We'll just simplify it: verse, chorus, verse, chorus.
Because I think the thing
maybe
that
two verses or three would be enough. We don't want to bore people to death.
Yeah. And it didn't have to be long. It could be something that we could rattle off by memory. But I think the main thing that I think that paragraph that we've looked at there is actually breathtaking for me to read that, because stay steadfast is actually like saying you're driving a car towards a cliff, and don't, like when you're racing for pink slips. Well, let's talk. What's that driving called? Olivia Newton-John. What was that? What do you call it? Grease. Remember Grease?
Oh, Grease
and they were
Lightning.
racing. Yeah, and they were racing their cars down that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
drag,
this is what they're actually saying to you. The psychology in this very paragraph: stay steadfast means do not waver. Stay focused. You're driving at 100 mile an hour in an old heap car, and you need to stay focused.
Isn't that
when
when
you start listening, you're going to go off the track.
Isn't that when they were playing chicken? When you drive the car at each other.
Yeah, that's the one. That's right. That's exactly it. And that's what I think of when I hear that. So if you go back and listen to your subliminal mind training, let's go NLP training. I've never done NLP training, but a lot of people that are running these meetings have. And I was speaking to a guy that did an NLP training course in America who lives in New Zealand just a couple of 3 days ago, Brent Snow. He's a good friend of mine. And he said because he was brought up in a religious cult, he said the similarities in the stuff they taught actually freaked the crap out of him. It was a 3-day seminar. And for the first day, he was too scared to go, because he said he just didn't want to open his mind to but when he went for the next 2 days, he said the training they trained was scary. Now, this guy's a public speaker. He does a lot of impromptu speaking. We all want to manipulate people's thinking. I mean, I think most people, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and buy me lots of cups of coffee so I can make rich and I can live in a yacht. But, I'm not going to say that out loud. But let's say if I leave little breadcrumbs of thoughts and suggestions along the way, that one day you'll buy me a cup of coffee and you'll think, I didn't think I'd ever buy that guy a cup of coffee. But it might be because I was clever enough to interlace coffee and other breadcrumbs of ideas in my conversation. That
one might also argue
this was the norm. And
one might also argue that just by uttering a word, any word, potentially you could manipulate someone, even if you didn't have an agenda, though.
Well, it's like
the nature of things.
What about the word zagsism? You remember zagsism?
only at 1 o'clock in the morning after I've had 10 pints.
Zakism is a word that everyone uses when they feed their goldfish. And everyone that's got goldfish knows what zakarim is. And have you ever seen those fishes that stick on the tank? And well, that's a zakarim fish. Now, everything I just said was totally made up. It was total bullshit. There's no fish, there's no tank, but I've given you a visual of a fish, which you would have seen those Mexican walking fish. That would be in your brain now. And every time I say zakarim, you guys are going, oh, you've heard of that before, but you haven't, because I just made it up. But that's just a weird thing. So, I mean, this, stay steadfast is something they use because they go after the people who have religious beliefs. So, and I used to sing in a songbook, and it used to talk about being steadfast and true. And this was a strength, not a weakness. But staying steadfast is something that's going to really play on your inner mind. It's going to tell your brain that you're doing the right thing. And it's a strength if you ignore the naysayers. And the very next paragraph is actually that: ignore the naysayers. So there's the answer. When Danny's sitting here saying to you, hey, you're getting scammed, your mind is telling you to ignore everything that's coming out of my mouth. Now, Richard, otherwise known as Crypto Dono, I sent him 12 texts taunting him when he taunted me when Chavis, this guy that we talked about, the $500 licenses, and it took 12 messages before he started to listen to what I was saying, and now he's one of the Avengers. How it is like, I don't know, chiseling something off a friggin', when you chisel something, getting through to people is friggin' hard work.
Yeah.
And that's only the first two paragraphs. Stay steadfast, ignore naysayers.
Well, I'm looking at Brenda's golden advice at the top of the screen there, and actually for a chorus, the stay steadfast, ignore the naysayers, your vision is yours, listen to your heart. That would be enough for the chorus.
Yeah.
The trust that that would probably be quite difficult to.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I reckon it's very important because to me, this whole paragraph is 99.9% exactly what the methodologies that they're gaslighting into people.
Yeah.
And
but
all
you
these
probably
things
have I'll just say you probably have the trust, that inner voice guiding you. That would probably more likely be in the verse or as part
Isn't
of
that
the
doubt?
verse.
Isn't that what they're trying to, the doubt?
Yeah. But
people
I'm just
have,
thinking in
you know?
terms of structuring the song now, and that
Yeah.
you could pull that bit out and put it repeatedly in the verse, but the chorus needs to be something an anthematic chorus. And
Well, let's
nice
just
and
say this
short.
was a mind map, right? You know what they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
imagine that the
Minimum.
tree was actually Ponzi or scam. And they've got branches, and you've got stay steadfast as one branch, ignore the naysayers as another branch,
Oh, okay.
you know, and then you've got your vision as another branch. Your vision is yours. Now that your vision is yours. I mean, I this really gets into my intellectual brain, but your vision is yours is actually about ownership. And this is telling people, if somebody was going to steal your handbag off you, not that I have a handbag, and I was having a tug of war, I would hold on to that because it is mine and you have no right to it. So this is actually quite a personal statement. And that's why this one really gets me, because it's telling you that you can do what you like. And it's basically saying you don't need the banks, you don't need the governments, you don't need the law telling you what to do. This is yours. You keep it. And that there is just, boom. You know what I'm saying? And now listen to your heart. This is an emotion? Are we having emotions? Isn't this so? Don't use logic.
I was just thinking that. Where's the structure in this?
Yeah, listen to your heart. You go to the bank and the bank says to you, hey, what are you doing with that money? And you go, well, I'd like to deposit it in the bank and get some interest, please. And they say, well, we're paying 0.1% interest per year at the moment. And you know, you think, well, okay, I'm thinking about that. I'm listening to my heart. What you wouldn't make an emotional decision about that. You would make a logical decision. You'd work it out mathematically. You go, well, I give you $10,000 and you're going to give me $10 interest. And then they go, well, we can secure that money because we're backed by the government. Okay. So you're not going to lose your principal, which is security these days in itself, hopefully, if you've got the right bank. Now, I'm just using it as a loose example, and I know Crypto G's got different theories.
You know what I think about that.
Yeah, but I'm saying that today it would be a logical decision if you had $10,000 cash not to put it under your mattress, but to put it somewhere secure. But what you're actually doing is putting the security. The security is keeping your principal. And a lot of these crypto opportunities take your principal and you lose a lot of your security. So if so listen to your heart, to me, is absolutely irrelevant, because this is not an emotional decision. This is let's work this out. Let's line up. Are they registered? Do they? It just doesn't make any sense. A lot of these, the heart's got nothing to do with it. It's, and then the inner voice. Well, the inner voice, they've flipped this one around. And this is why you probably don't like this one, Crypto G. But trust your inner voice guiding you. This is actually like when you're in the ocean and you're in the Pacific Ocean, there's this big whirlpool going around, and you're going around on the edge of the whirlpool and not getting sucked into the middle. And you don't realize that you're going around in circles and you're slowly getting closer to the center of the whirlpool. And then it gets too fast and you cannot get out of it. So trust your inner voice as you go down the vortex of this whirlpool and get sucked in. And then there's no escape. Once you've got invested, once you've convinced yourself and overcome all these obstacles, then you're not getting guided anymore. You're getting sucked in, and you're too far invested. And a lot of these people we talk to are just too far invested. Anyway, that's my interpretation of that. It's pretty heavy.
I'm just thinking about the inner voice. Surely the inner voice needs to be developed over a lifetime, or you can fast track these things, I guess. With certain events in life will do that, but that inner voice isn't just something that magically appears. It's based
Yeah.
on your experiences in life. So if
It's
you
like
know
a
nothing,
process.
if you know nothing about crypto, or you know
Yeah.
nothing about this, whatever the investment opportunity is, then how can you trust your inner voice? You have to trust someone else's guiding voice.
Do you think that this paragraph, because I'm really fascinated by this paragraph, I could
Yeah.
go on this all day long, obviously. Hey, Lisa Jane, do you think it's a yin and a yang paragraph? Do you think they've tried to break it into two and then tried to say it's a good and a bad? So trust your inner voice guiding you towards your dream is basically like a shit sandwich, but there's no, you know what I mean? Like, because it's,
I think it's more generic than that. It's just about freedom and realizing and following your own path, which is fair enough. You know, it's important that people do. You know,
Yeah.
don't get manipulated by other people. Interestingly,
yeah. Well, this to me, it's like driving down the road and seeing a red light and then thinking, should I stop
yeah,
or should I just keep going? And then somebody's going, it's your car. You can do what you like.
yeah. But I'm
know,
sitting in it.
You know? Yeah. And I can go through this red light. And once you go through the first red light, you know, you get through it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
think, well,
yeah.
nothing happened. I
Yeah.
got money. I got paid a little bit of money. So you don't know what you're talking. I've just gone streaming through a red light at 60
Well,
miles an hour.
the money could be replaced by the adrenaline. Let's call the adrenaline the money.
Oh, you got to put that in it. I mean, you could, you know, like there's a couple of fundamentals if we did do a song, is that the people never get paid. They do sometimes get a little bit of their money back, which gives them a false sense of security. And I think that's
Okay, so
where
do we need to create a list of those little one lines that we all think should be included in the song, and then we can get it to structure something?
Well, if we went back to the reality check,
because writing a song is so, you know, sometimes they come like that, but that's a rarity.
I think we're onto something that would be quite good to explore. You know,
Yeah.
like here, just going by this reality check, it's got a couple of words in there that like solid evidence. I mean, people come to me all the time, mate, and they say to me, have you got rock solid evidence that this isn't a scam? And I get blown away by that. And they want proof. They want rock solid proof that this isn't a scam.
Yeah.
And I say to them, if I gave you a glass of water and I said 1% of this glass of water has got cyanide in it, would you drink it? Yeah. And when I was religious, you talked about Jesus Christ and they talked about the prophecies of the Bible. And they said that the prophecies in the Bible, a lot of the things that are in the Bible come true. So you should believe in the Bible because it's prophesied things that they said were going to happen and then they have happened. So you should believe the Bible, like a roadmap. If you gave somebody a map and they followed it to a destination that got you to the destination, why would you doubt the map wasn't correct? And then Nostradamus come along. And Nostradamus was a prophet and he would prophesy things that happened also. And then our argument has been brought up in a Jehovah's Witness. They worked out that 7% of Nostradamus's prophecies actually come true. So when people used to come along and say, well, look, I don't believe the Bible because of the, you know, the prophecies have come true, but there's also Nostradamus and his prophecies have come true as well. We used to say, oh, Nostradamus's prophecies only come true 7% of the time. And then we'd say to people, would you fly on an airplane if you knew that you had 7% chance of it landing? That's how we used to answer people. But I think, yeah, I think that's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, if you have just tuned in, Crypto G's, he's in England. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure he's getting pretty tired. I'm in New Zealand and it's 5 to 12 on Sunday morning. We originally stumbled across a MaVie Global. Is it MaVie Global?
MaVie Limited, Global Limited.
Yep, I'm frozen on the screen at the moment. That's interesting. Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
I
at
can
that.
hear you. MaVie Lab Limited, based
Yeah.
in the British Virgin Islands.
Yeah, anything based in the British Marble Islands is just really exciting.
However, if something goes wrong, the place of arbitration is in Slovenia.
Oh, I like Slovenia. I think I'm fixing my camera at the moment. I'm trying to fix my camera. For some reason, my camera's decided to shit itself. But anyway, my point was that we stumbled into one of these Zoom meetings and we met some of the what looked like big leaders, basically pouting their stuff and saying all the wonderful things that this company is going to happen, which nothing's happened. And then we found government warnings where they've been flagged for doing, I don't know, what do we call it? Dubious business practices.
Yeah, all sorts.
A whole lot of naughty stuff. And then we went to behind MLM because they shut down the whole meeting because the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger come along. And oh look, StreamYard might be crashing here. So if it does, I'll be about 15 seconds and I'll be back.
Yeah, well, I'll probably leave you to it if it.
If you leave, there'll be no one here. You've got to wait for me to refresh my window because it's just shit itself. I think it's because I was on a VPN. It's just realised I'm not logged in. If you wait me 1 second, please, just while I get myself back in there. Oh, I'm back now. I think I'm back. I'm on a different camera.
Oh, there we go.
Just so you can't see me sitting here in my undies. Do you like my new office? It's pretty flash.
Yeah, like the lights.
Yeah, just about the cameras.
Is that a sucker fish in the background?
Soko fish. Soccer fish. I've got yeah, that's right. I think I'm just going to enter the studio another browser just to make sure that we've got a good connection. And I'm back there. But my point is, company
again?
here.
Oh no,
I'm not.
You did, yeah. No, you are a bit glitchy. What have you done?
Nah, it's not good. I don't know. I might just shut down these windows because I think we've had enough here. And because you need to go to bed, I need to get ready. I'm going out for lunch with a good friend of mine, David. David is he's like a father figure to me. Actually, he actually taught me to do a lot of public speaking and training, which was really nice.
Nice.
And he unfortunately had a stroke, and he can't talk now. But because his business used to be called Dynamic Communications, and David, some people who are listening to me know who David is, but David is a great communicator, and he used to spend hours teaching people how to do business presentations, and now he's lost his voice, and he can't because he's had a stroke, but he can write down on paper, and he can write perfectly now. And also they've said we haven't seen him for a couple of months. Normally I see him every 2 or 3 weeks. So him and his wife have said they're taking Helen and I out for lunch today, which is quite nice. But anyway,
probably, yeah, or say hello from me. Not that means anything, but just thinking some of this AI technology that if you had a copy of his voice and you can connect the writing pad to the AI, he could potentially speak using his voice with from the pen. So
you've just made me remember to do something. You can't go yet. I've got a surprise for you. Are you ready? Okay. No, let's go. I'm just opening it up. Whose voice do you want? If I read that message in AI, that lyric, do you want Jan Gregory's voice or
probably a woman? I would think.
All right, we've got May Summervu's voice. We could use her voice.
No.
Okay, I've got three. I'll give you the voices. We've got Carl Miller, Chavis, Joseph Tan, May Summervu, and I think Carl Miller's was the best, actually, to be honest.
Well, it is, but I haven't heard Joseph Tan, so maybe.
Oh, okay, let's go. Do you know he's promoting this new Traj thing, and it's AI trading, and he's still in leadership meetings.
Was that Carl Miller on one? Because Bob posted some screenshots.
I know
in the main channel, and I saw Carl Miller in there, and it was all to do with. I thought.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if it's part of Chavez's hypertech group anyway, mate.
Yeah,
now,
including Arbor.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask a question here. So hopefully we've got the sound all right. And let's see what we do. I'm just going to G'day. How are you doing? Hey, look, I've just found this lady that's promoting an opportunity that looks like a Ponzi scheme. And then we've gone through and found a quote that she's posted telling people a few things. And I'm just curious if I'm going to get my computer to read this to you, what you think of this quote.
Stay steadfast. Ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Listen to your heart. Trust that inner voice guiding you towards your dreams.
The quote you've mentioned appears to be motivational in nature. It encourages individuals to stay focused on their goals, trust their instincts, and listen to their inner voice. It suggests that sometimes the opinions of others can distract us from our own vision and dreams, and that it's important to trust ourselves and our own inner guidance in order to achieve our goals. The mention of nice eyes could refer to people trying to distract or deceive us with their appearance or charm.
Well, we actually put that quote into ChatGPT, and we asked ChatGPT to do a bit of a analysis on it. And I'm going to let you listen to that and see what you think of that as well.
Critical analysis of Brenda's golden advice. Stay steadfast. Ignore the naysayers. Your vision is yours. Reality check. This is a classic tactic used by scammers to silence dissent and isolate victims from outside perspectives that could reveal the scam. Encouraging people to ignore warnings is a red flag and can lead to devastating financial losses. Listen to your heart. Trust that inner voice guiding you towards your dreams. Reality check. While trusting your intuition is important in life, when it comes to investments and financial decisions, it's crucial to rely on solid evidence, facts, and expert advice. Scammers often exploit emotional appeals to cloud judgment.
Okay.
The analysis provided by ChatGPT highlights several red flags that are common in scams and fraudulent activities. The advice to ignore naysayers and rely solely on intuition can be dangerous, especially when making financial decisions. It's important to seek out expert advice and rely on solid evidence and facts to make informed decisions. Scammers often prey on people's emotions and try to isolate them from outside perspectives to prevent them from seeing the truth.
Well, thank you very much there. That was Joseph Tran, who's actively promoting Hyperverse and now Boomerang and now Trench, whatever that is. But yeah, anyway, I think we've done quite well. I think we've had a good wee session for an impromptu live video. But let's see if we can, hopefully, maybe we might have helped save somebody. Who knows? And you've got to go to bed. Have you fallen asleep?
No, I was looking at voice tools for your mate David. See whether there's anything.
Yeah, he struggles a wee bit. He's got an iPad. But the problem that Dave has is the words, like they grab, there's a word, it's not like dyspraxia in a way, but he will say something. And I get the gist of the way he speaks. I get the gist of what he's saying, but the words that come out aren't what he's meaning to say. And he's listening to those words going, that's not what I want to say. That's not what I want to, it's really amazing. And because he communicates in his humor, his eyes, the way he uses his hands. And he taught me when I was learning how to do a lot of public speaking, is that you don't, you talk with your body more than just your words. And fortunately enough, because of the training that he's taught me, I can actually have a great conversation with him, even though the words are coming out wrong. But yeah, but we only get about 2 or 3 hours a day of him being okay. And then he just falls apart. He gets tired. It's too exhausting, and it's just hard work, which is really interesting. So here we go. So if you are watching this video, I'm going to put a thumbnail together, and I also will put a brief description of warnings that ChatGPT gives us. I don't think I'll go through and put timestamps, but if you've had 2.5 hours and you've spent it with us, thank you for being here. And that's the word, aspraxia. I'll just put that on the screen. Can you read that word, Crypto G? Aspraxia? He's fallen off the computer, isn't he? But I think that is the word. And I think he's fallen off, actually, literally fallen off. He's probably literally lost his connection. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot of stroke victims actually have what Dave has. And it's quite amazing, actually. But I enjoy his company, and he's like a father figure to me. He's probably 78 years of age now. But, you know, there was a guy, 78 years of age, 70, I think he was 76 when he had a stroke. He used to be up in the mountains skiing. He used to be a snorkeler, diver, whole 9 yards. He even had a pacemaker put on at one stage. His resting heart rate was 30 when he was picked up in an ambulance. And the ambulance said that they normally, when they have somebody who have a heart rate of 30, they're normally unconscious. But David was wide awake, not knowing anything was going on. It was just that he went to the doctor and they put a thing on his heart and they realized his heart rate was incredibly low. So at that time they put a pacemaker in him, and when he had a stroke, the pacemaker probably saved his life because it kept him alive, and that's saved him from having a lot of additional damage. Anyway, that's Dave. So I'm going to have lunch with him today. If you've been watching, thanks very much. Nice to see you here, Trey, Susie, Crypto. That's a shame. I didn't recognize any of the other names. So we managed to gather a bit of information about these people, and I will try to put as much information in the description. If you want to support me in the YouTube channel, please do reach out to me on my website, tehek.com. I've actually just added a really cool video. It's that I got interviewed by some media here in New Zealand, and they published a video about me a couple of months ago, and I just managed to download it and upload it onto my YouTube channel. But it shows me in my office and what I do, and also more importantly, the Avengers that help me provide information. So if you can help us out, and say if you have been scammed, I've got a report link, which I'll just put in the chat room. If you are watching this in the rerun, you can hit the wee dots next to the chat and you can see the live chat replay, and you'll see a link in there where you can actually report cybercrime and cryptocurrency fraud scams. By all means, do that if you have been scammed. If you don't reach out, I have had somebody who said they lost $50,000 the other day, and they told me they haven't done anything about it. Well, you're going to miss out. They are actually going after these scammers, and they are actually seizing their assets. One of those guys was Bitcoin Rodney. That means they have money from someone who stole millions of dollars from the community. If you do go to the SEC and lodge a claim, you can actually get that money back that has been seized. So Bitcoin Rodney was trying to sell his vehicles to government agents, not knowing it. And he had a one-way ticket, and he was on his way to Dubai because he knew he was about to get caught, and they arrested him. He's been done for money laundering, drug trafficking, and also recklessly promoting a crypto opportunity that didn't exist, which was Hyperverse. Brenda Chunga, well, we're still waiting for her to be sentenced. She has admitted guilt, and she became an informant. And if you've been following the sagas, she was actually trying to entrap Sam Lee into going to America. And Sam Lee, if he went to America, would have been arrested. America has actually charged Sam Lee, even though he's an Australian citizen, for his connection to the $1.9 billion scam of Hyperverse. They've charged him, but he hasn't faced the music because he's still in Dubai. He's gone undercover at the moment, and there's people out there saying that they're doing lawsuits against him, like Rory Kanacha. Don't believe a word of that. He's actually currently collecting $15 off people. He's raised about $7,000 or $8,000. Woo! He claims he's got 20,000 people that have pledged to give him $15 each as he forms a class action lawsuit, which he can't do in Dubai, against Sam Lee. And in a meeting that we had 2 weeks ago, I went in there and told him he's full of shit and he's just giving people false hope. So if, in short, you have actually been a victim and you did invest your money in a too good to be true opportunity, and you're hoping to get your money back, the chances of that are very slim. If you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. If you go to the government, to go to the regulated organizations and lay a complaint, if you've lost over $50,000, well, even over $200,000, or in some cases, one guy rang me up once and told me he lost $5 million. I have a company in Australia that will actually go after these guys and try to collect the money. They will prosecute them through the court system for you, but you have to spend probably excess of $50,000 to $60,000 to do so. If you're prepared to do that, I have got the connections. We have the database available, and we can prove that these people are scammers. Currently, that organization is actually collaborating with us, and we're sharing our databases. So only way we're going to fight these guys is by you guys providing us evidence. You guys being brave enough and thinking, I've had enough of this. I've waited for 2 years, listened to all the promises from these guys about all the things they're going to do, and nothing has eventuated. You've been scammed. You've lost your crypto. Don't let them get away with it. Come on, let's do something about that. Yep. Rory, as Susie just put it, you need to wake up. Yeah, no, it's cool. And we've got a great team of Avengers. It's been a great way for me to spend my Sunday morning. I'm going to go spend my Sunday afternoon with my mate Dave Clarkson. And he's a good friend of mine. So I'm going to do my music and I'm going to say my intro. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And I'll see you in my next live. Have a great afternoon, a great evening. Go get some sleep and keep fighting those scammers with me. Provide me information, links, reach out to me on my website, deheck.com. See you in the next live.